Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. Now, this is officially, if you can call it official, Galentine's Day. So the day before Valentine's Day, of course, being tomorrow, this is Galentine's Day. So for all my jewelry gals out there, we're so glad we get to spend this night together and shop for something we really love. And that is great jewelry at great value. So how about the guys out there? We didn't leave you out. I'm going to call it, can we call it Valentine's Day for the guys? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we've got an amazing show to celebrate this weekend upcoming of love. How nice is that? Valentine's Day on Friday night into a 3-day holiday weekend. Does it get any better than that? So we're very excited you're with us tonight. Special show on the way. Great pieces. New. Everywhere you look. It is very cool. We've got an actual opal wheel that's coming up a little bit later. That's all brand new. All the best of black opals that are new out of Australia. And when we say new, they've been in the vault for a long time. But they're new to you because we've got great new designs for those. Plus, we have a very special elite collection here. I do have a very important Paraiba tonight. I've got a really cool Asher cut 5 carat plus blue wing. And I also have a 3-stone yellow diamond ring that is going to be one of our best ever. It really is. It's something special. We have a lot of great one-of-a-kinds also, including a lot of brand new. There is, for our conch pearl lovers, it was just last night, we were featuring some gorgeous conch pearls of bigger sizes. I've got a new one. It's actually going to be, what was that size? 3 carats 21. So a good size. It'll be our second largest here. Maybe the 4 carat was just a little bit out of reach. We can bring you that conch pearl. Wait till you see this designer style. We have rubies and diamonds in one of the largest rings I've ever seen created here or anywhere. I mean, look at the size of that thing. And you thought we had a big ring last night with the 7 carats in diamonds. Well, I've got rubies and diamonds here, plus my best looking Fawn. This has been in a vault for a while. It's not only a 1 carat stone, it's actually a carat 13, and it's a Fawn that gives a lot of pink. Sometimes they can be just a little trace amount of pink. We've got one that's giving a lot of pink and orange to the Fawn diamond. So we definitely, if you're a Fawn diamond fan, you want an over carat, we've got one for you, and they have been scarce. And then we also have big Paraiba marked down. Love that. It's a carat 66. Also several wheels. We're going to see top of the hours. We got it all. And of course, whatever you want to request as well. And you know what else? Really affordable in a blue sapphire. So I say on this Galentine's Day, it's all about treating yourself to something you love in jewelry. Hey, just in case, you know, the Valentine's Day approaches tomorrow and maybe you don't get exactly what you were looking for in jewelry. Well, we've got you covered. Always best. Nobody knows your taste like you do, right? So we've got these incredible values. Also, Alexandrite GIA certified is here, plus a few other things that are new, including some hoops that are wild, and they are really unlike anything we've ever seen before. So on this fabulous February 13th, Galentine's, we're ready to get started with some Panther. Oh, and before we do, I have some shout outs. I have some thank yous, and there are a number of them, so I'm going to see if I can remember just in the last literally hour and a half. I want to thank Pam in Arkansas for reaching out as you did. Your kindness is much appreciated. I do want to thank Renee H., who also reached out in just the last hour or so. Thank you, Renee, for all your very kind words. I want to thank also Susan. Thank you, Susan. I had the pleasure of speaking to you earlier. Thank you, Susan, for your kindness. And also Joe and Deb just messaged me a couple of minutes ago raving about some diamond rings received. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And also Tracy, my gals Tracy and Sherry and Julie. I got to see some photographs of the big girls weekend. So anyway, thank you all so much for that. Was just in the last hour or so. I wanted to thank you all for reaching out and all your kindness and kind words. And oh, it just filled me with love and joy here tonight. So let's take a look at our first item, which is going to be this Panther style that is just so fabulous. It's got rubies and sapphires and a lot of gold as well. So this is very exciting. Item number is 112-7449, and we got a good one here. This is a cool piece. Talk about fierce. Yes, please. It is quite truly one of our most fierce looks in 18 karat solid yellow gold. So just really, is this going to be the one that, what do we say? I don't think the Panthers are really the king of the jungle. I think that's typically the lions that get that distinction. But I feel like the queen of the jungle, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go with it for a day here. You and I, Panther, we can be ruling the jungle here. This is going to be 18 karat gold, 30 points in the rubies, also 30 points in the sapphires. I don't see any diamond weight, so they're free. Love that. 60 points in your corundum all together. And then this amazing style. Love the texture they put in too. They put all these round stones and they set them into the gold. So that's a burnished style. But then you've got the texture around it, which really replicates kind of like the softness and texture of that fur we would expect to see. And then a great value. I love it. It's cool, right? Wrapping around the finger, reaching that paw towards the tip of the tail there. Oh, well, Kirsten, you got the same idea. I love that. Thank you so, so much. Hey, Renee. Hey, Brenda. Thank you. Oh, Brenda, that's so, yes, I do. Thank you so much, Brenda. You're so kind. Hi, Risa. Hi, Kirsten. Kirsten, I said hi already, but I'm going to say it again. Hi, Kirsten. And hey, Tracy. Oh, good. You got your yellow diamond already. Oh, good. Oh, yay. All right. I know she was expecting that yellow diamond today. Isn't that the greatest thing? I call it, I think there are 3 rounds of Shopper's High, okay? Tell me, ladies, if I'm right. I think that there's a shopper's high when you first make that purchase of your favorite piece. I think there is a whole different kind of like level of excitement and euphoria that exists when you're waiting for that piece. And then, of course, when it arrives, right? To me, it's like the 3 stages of shopping bliss. And so, again, tonight's the night. You pick up the piece, and then, of course, in a couple of, I don't know, depending on if we need to size it, change gold, but in a couple of days to maybe a week or so, it is arriving. And oh my goodness, so much fun to see what it is. Because, of course, if you're like any of our other TVON shoppers, you're probably thinking, yes, I knew it was going to be good, but I had no idea it was going to be that good. And when you see it in person, it tends to be even better. So let's get the Panther home. We got to get this one adopted. And yes, it's got a personality all of its own, but, you know, unlike most pets, that can be, you know, a lot of work, right? It can be. This one will be easy peasy, I promise you. A low maintenance pet in gold that will live forever. And we'll make this one $9.99 to the very first caller. So thanks all for the check-ins. Appreciate that. It's good to see everybody with us tonight, ready to do hopefully some shopping. Maybe you're already thinking about the holiday weekend. Maybe, I don't know, you got my, do I need to write anyone a little sick note for tomorrow to take Valentine's Day off? Right? I just think when the weekend aligns like it did, I think this might be the start of the weekend officially for a lot of us, right? And hey, Charmaine, hey, G, thank you guys for being here. All right, so that's $9.99. We'll keep moving because I do have, I'm anxious to show you the Fawn. To be honest, this is one of the best. Obviously, I got to peruse this collection many, many years ago before we ever got to show one. And of course, this is a special collection that was actually collected by, oh, look at that, collected by the miner who actually mined these out of the Argyle mine. Of course, the Argyle mine you probably heard about, famed at this point because, well, it was always famous for producing some of the best in-colored diamonds ever, but of course now more infamous for being completely done and mined out and closed. So here's 112-7417. These fawns did come from the Argyle mine, but unlike some stones where you can just place them in one specific category, the fawns are more of a mix, and it's a mix of different colors because, of course, like natural gemstones, natural diamonds can do that as well. Doesn't have to be cut and dry. It doesn't have to be just a brown diamond or a pink diamond or an orange diamond or a yellow diamond. Sometimes, like what you're seeing here, is a mix of those golden colors together. It's a 113 stone. It is done with 8 points in pink diamonds. They're on the sides in that split shank, and I know I get a lot of requests for fawn diamonds, especially in the larger sizes, and this is one of those rarities. So here it is, ready to go. And then we are talking about right now with the pink diamonds and the white diamonds together. Let's do this. We've got the white diamonds at 117. Oh my, so we are talking about, there's a whole lot going on in this ring. 3 different types of diamonds together. Yes, indeed, the middle stone. Have we ever seen a stone like this? I mean, I've shown you orange diamonds, green diamonds, blue diamonds, chameleon diamonds, yellow diamonds, everything. I have not seen a stone that has this color to it. It is hard to define. It was from that fawn collection, of course, but being that it's got a lot of the goldens, a lot of the orangey, a lot of the pink, this is what we live for. And a carat 13 on that center stone may not sound like a big deal. It's a huge deal to get that much dramatic over 1 carat, which 1 carat is already fantastic. So let's take a look at it. And you got the pink and the fawn, and you've got, I just think there's so many different types of diamonds here that are really in the center stone. So we're getting 3 colors, but really it comes down to the white diamonds at 117. So just think about it. You got what, 230 just all together in the center stone and the outside white diamonds. You add to that the 8 points in the pink. So 238. Outstanding. Let's make it easy right now to get this one home. And when you have a color like that and it's brilliant cut and it's VS and it's set in the rose gold, so are the pinks on the sides here, set in between that split shank. Here's what it looks like on, so you can get an idea of what that's all about size-wise. And here's what I'll do. Look at that brilliance. I mean, it's like every time I see it in a different light. See, I saw a lot of pink when I was in the darker kind of like more, I would say not darkness, but certainly darker than the TV studio part of the studio here. It's definitely in the office. It was more like a pinky tone. Now it's a little more golden tone. It's really interesting how it's shifting a little bit, but it's all entirely natural. Should be $69.99 or more. We're going to do something incredible, something really, really special. And here's what we've got. It's for 1 caller. It's supposed to be $69.99, should be gone at that price, to be honest with you. And here's what we'll do instead. So much better than $69, $59, or $49. I know it's early to bring out a big old diamond piece like this one with almost 2.5 carats in diamonds, but it's going to be how we can roll when you've got as many values as we do and as many discounts as we do today on Galentine's, or we could just call it the pre-Valentine's party. This is the way to go, and we've got a better than $39.99 price as well. So we've taken tons of money already off this price tag. There is only one. You got to dial in early, otherwise it's going to be gone to somebody else. And truly unmistakable color. We've never seen anything like it. And it's only $2,999 for one caller. And do let me know if that is meant to be at your home, in your collection, and more importantly, on your hand. That's really what it's about there. So enjoy it if you get it. And hey, Risa, what'd you get? Risa got her, the star diamond bangle, a 5-row diamond band, another yellow diamond, a kunzite, and a saddle ring. And she says, OMG, love, 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 love. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy, Risa. Thank you. That is quite the haul there. Wowza. She got, I'm imagining those because I know those pieces well. And I am just imagining that you need a separate box just for today's arrivals, right, Risa? That is amazing. Thank you so much. Some very important styles, and I remember them all. So enjoy them and wear them in good health as always. Did you guys hear that thunder, or is that just me? We all got the, don't worry if we get any emergency alerts. There is a thunderstorm that is pretty severe that's rolling through right about now. So don't be panicked if you hear any alarms in our studio or anything like that. We don't get weather like this. We do once every 2 years or so, and today is the day. So anyway, we're all here. We're all made it. We're all safe, we're all good, but you might hear a little rolling thunder here. So this is going to be very different from other types of thunder, because I know that Tracy, you know what I'm talking about, right? She knows. But here we go, because you know the other kind that comes from down under, that whole different thing, right? Tracy, you know. That's sorry, we got a little girl Galentine's talk here and chit chat. So take a look at this. So this is going to be our special piece right there. Let me know if you want to see. Should we just show the big ruby? This wave ring that I was showing you from a distance away. I mean, never have we had anything quite like that. It's like multiple rings that are serpentining and wrapping together. That is really a cool ring. So we'll see that. Blue zircon discount, Paraiba. Oh, this one-of-a-kind Paraiba, almost 2 carats in size. Love this one. This is one of our top colors in Paraiba. Check that out. There's a brand new discount on a huge carat 66. That is about as classic a mounting as you can get. If you want to see anything that I mentioned on the earlier side, like sooner rather than later, let me know. We're happy to do that. Oh, and by the way, who was it yesterday? Who was it now that was asking for a Congolese pendant? The only one we brought out was a very specific style that, to be honest, is not going to be for, you know, everybody, because it's not really classic. I have a new one today. So this is 112, 76, 71, and my brain must be preoccupied because I always remember those names. But here's a Congolese stone. And isn't that beautiful? It's a really good color. Let me see if I can get the water spot off of it. It's brand new. So sometimes that happens where it's fresh off the polisher and it just has a little extra spot to it. This is our emerald cut blue green. Wowza. Now that is the essence of Paraiba there. And it's going to be our Congolese stone. So again, copper or not, it's fabulous. And it's going to be all 14 karat gold with a 668. And we saw this mounting just yesterday for the first time with a kunzite. Now we're seeing it with the 668 Congo, emerald cut, 5 points in diamonds. That looks like more. They go along the sides and then also through the top, and that's graduated. Think of it like a teardrop shape. This is a slide, if you will, so it means it's going to have a lot of room for your chains. And look at the size of that piece. That's a beauty, isn't it? And let me give you a length measurement, then we'll show it on. But this is obviously for one caller only. So no need to hesitate on this one because the value is going to be amazing. That's what we're doing. And there you can see it's going to be a little over an inch, about 1.25 inches, top to, or actually 1.8 inches rather, on that top to bottom. And then you can switch the gold if you want to. So you got a chance to switch it up, change it up as you wish, as you like. But there it is from a distance away. And there are very few Congolese that give us as much blue as this one does. This one really is delivering the blue. So very excited about that. Let's go back to the wheel and take a good close-up look at it. And you're going to get a great chance to own it right here. And look at that. That's clarity through and through. And you see how when it moves, sometimes it gives you a little more lime green, sometimes more of the blues. It tends to change a little bit always. Hey, Denise. Hi, Denise B. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, so many people checking in tonight. Thank you. I'm feeling the love. Appreciate that. Thank you so so much, Denise. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Let's make this one. Oh, I don't like $49.99 for our Thursday. Let's make it a lot better for you right now. First caller can have this one for less than $2,000. We'll do it for $19.99. Then we'll be on our way. And that one may already be spoken for because that's how it's going to go today. And then if you want let me show you the difference. If you've ever wondered, okay, what is the specific difference between the Congolese blue greens and the neon Paraibas? There it is. So there, I mean, why not? Showing you right there the difference. So very similar indeed, but and my left hand tweezing on a wheel is difficult. But look at that. That's the Paraiba on the right side. There's the Congolese. Of course, you're probably not going to find a 668 in that Paraiba material. We've not had too many of those in our history. So this one is spoken for. Congratulations. Thank you. And then this. Oh, okay. This kind of looks like a pink diamond to me. And not a lot of stones would ever be able to boast of this. But here it is in the round. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Pinky, peachy. I'll tell you, I would take this over a pot parache all day because the truth is most pot paraches don't have enough of the orange to be on display to really see what it's all about. Pot paraches should be looking like this. Now, how ironic, this is actually not pot paracha. However, it is more rare. It really is. So you might not be getting the sapphire, but you are getting the most beautiful combination of pinks and goldens together. And this is 112-1659, one of a kind again. Don't forget about that really beautiful golden, pinky, orangey, peachy fawn that we had in that carat 13. That was quite a value. And our Panther with the red of the rubies and the blue of the sapphires. And then this is the carat 05, brand new markdown. So if you weren't with me last night, because maybe you were all shopped out, well, like the sale was kind of like a big deal, right? And a lot of you are thinking, well, why on earth would I shop after a sale? Well, first of all, we have brand new. Second of all, we have our money back return policy back in effect. And third of all, we have pieces like this that are pretty much what we were doing last night as well, was bringing pieces that we didn't get to show during the sale event even lower than they would have been if they were on the sale event. So that's what's happening here. And we've still got a few of those here tonight. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And all you have to do is dial in early when you do see something you love, because otherwise it's going to be gone. Now that is a true pinky, peachy, golden imperial round. Always rare to see a round. Carat 05 is your carat weight, plus you're going to get the 72 points in the diamonds as well. And that is in the rose gold. Now you can change it if you want to. I'm not going to obligate you to keep it in the rose gold. You might want to change it to white gold for a little more contrast. You might want to bring out the golden tones and put in the yellow. That is up to you. But what we're going to do is bring the $49.99 imperial that is, remember, all natural. This isn't just a, oh, let's heat it some more, or let's give it some treatment, or let's help it out. We said, Mother Nature, we trust you, do your thing. And on one of the rarest stones in the world that is one source precious topaz. This is not regular topaz like what you see out there where it's, you know, the blues that are heated, and there's nothing wrong with that. Heat treatment is very common. There are topaz that are maybe unacceptable treatments, like those pinks that have coatings and whatnot. This is a totally different deal. And so even though the name is topaz and it shares that name, this is that one source all natural material that we can't get enough of in the golden colors, but this is a far more rare example of. So if you would like it, come on in. Not going to be long for this world when it's under the $5,000 mark, or 4 or 3 or 2. And it's not even $19.99. And that is the stone you will receive. So regardless of if you choose the rose as it's in, the yellow or the white, you're getting that fantastic stone, which is really the best and brightest that we have when it's that perfect mix. Some people don't want to go full pink because then it ends up looking like something else. And this is where you get that beautiful pot paracha-esque, and very rarely do you see sapphires actually achieve that color. I would say go with the imperial. It's far more rare. It's one source. There are pot parachas from different sources all over the world, and yet there are not when it comes to this precious topaz. So here's the best way to go, especially when it's under $2,000, and it is. And we're going even lower just to make sure things will disappear in a hurry here tonight. It's as simple as that. Got to make sure every piece that we show you goes. It really is that easy. That just involves bigger markdowns. It means not even 19 or 18 or even $17.99. You've got a big moment here. One caller gets it, $17.77. We're going to go with a little luck there and make it your lucky day. Because why not? You're here, you got the values, you got the discounts, you got new coming your way as well. The Paraiba discount, that's one of our more significant discounts you'll ever see, is a Paraiba. It's just not every day you get to see those brought down the way we have. So that's going to be coming up for you. And then there is, of course, we've got to bring you some precious new emerald and platinum and unheated hot pinks as well, and a beautiful diamond necklace that's got a bit of a unique bow design. Now, for those of you that missed out on the purple Paraibas and the rings over the weekend, I have a pendant in the pinky purple, Paraiba. Maybe this is what you've been looking for to match. Look at the neons coming through on that. That is outstanding. So that's going to be here as well. But before we do, I've got a special wheel, and we've got a little bit of a nice little extra Galentine's Day gift for you. It's going to be starting with the yellow sapphire. So we're going to go to that really, really tough stone that you can wear every day, and look at how bright. It's almost a little touch of chartreuse color to it. And then I've got a few others here, including the ruby bow. This just feels like the holiday, doesn't it? Something girly without being a heart. You know, there's different ways we symbolize love, and sometimes that could be with just a frilly little kind of wrap it in a bow. Maybe it's a little reminder that this is a present, and maybe it's a reminder to live in the present, and maybe it's going to be that little reminder ribbon. So there's a lot of reasons to wear the really pretty bow designs. And then look at this. This could be a really special ladies ring that's got the split band with the emerald. Looks like it's floating there. And then I do also have a very important black opal, and that's going to be another good one. So I might just switch these around because that one's a little bit more narrow. So we'll bring the rubies up front, which are princess cuts. There's your yellow sapphire. It's such an interesting design with the burnished and the pave, little mix in the diamond setting. Here are some really big diamonds, kind of like a three-stone style, but usually we don't do a three-stone style set within a band. That's what the difference is here, is that this three-stone style is really set where it's almost like floating or tension set. And so that's really impressive. Now, all four rings get the same price, and we're trying to blow out some jewelry here and do it quickly so we can go through a lot of it. So I've got all the details, the information. We're going to try them on as you request them. The big sapphire is an 86 pointer over here on the right. So there's your 86 point pair, yellow, 44 points in diamonds. This is platinum, stays in platinum. It's a carat 06 opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge. That has the really cool baguettes and rounds together. That's 34 points. Then there's the emerald. The emerald's a 56 pointer, but you would never guess that because emeralds, they look bigger than they weigh always, and that's a very bright stone. And then shall we talk about this really important ruby band in 18 karat gold? So remember, we have platinum, 18 karat gold, and then of course the sapphires in the 14K, which means that's the only one that can be changed. Here's what we'll do. They're all one of a kinds. When they go, they go. We have got truly the best values. I think that what's interesting is so many of you have been saying exactly that. Some of you have been shopping with me for 24 years and yet astounded more than ever at the values we bring. Isn't that the most incredible thing that we do here? It's a phenomenal wheel, yes, but we also bring the values every single day, whether it's brand new, whether it's classic pieces, whether it's diamonds, whether it's some real exotics like what we've been seeing already tonight. The beauty of this is it's your opportunity to get one of a kinds. We bring them down. This is a way to move four out the door. It's kind of what we do in these must-go wheels. They get discounted tremendously, so we can move them out very quickly for you. And that way, we're on our way. So we can bring out the brand new as well and get ready for our big top of the hour. And I will preview that Asher Cut blue wing that's coming up tonight as well, because that one's extremely important. But right now, any one you want. They're supposed to be $39.99 and more. Obviously, that makes sense to me. You look at the quality, we look at the metals they're in. That makes a lot of sense. We're going to go a lot lower. So instead of, how about this? It's not going to be $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,000. What about that emerald with those big diamonds? By the way, those diamonds on the emerald, they are 15 points a piece in the rounds in VS stones, and yet nothing up here is $1,000. We're making them $999 right now. The very, very cool rare, and all of them. And all you have to do, let me know which one you like. We try it on. For example, here's the opal. The opal is outstanding. Now, that's the one probably not going to put on because that's like a 4.5 in the size, maybe a 3. So I'm going to try that as a pinky ring, but it's meant to give you an idea of the size. So there's the opal, and you can see the beautiful bright blues and greens you have. Then the baguettes and the rounds as well. So that's the opal. That's going to look like that. And of course, we're going to size it for you so you don't have to worry if it's a 4.5 and it doesn't fit you now, no problem. You're not running around town going on your own to try and size it. Here's the yellow sapphire. This is a band, but so much more interesting. One curved side, one pointed side. Maybe you're going to stack up a little wonder ring action with it. That would certainly be an idea. And that is a durable and hardy stone that also looks a lot like a really vibrant, vivid yellow diamond, but it's a sapphire, so it's still going to give you great durability and a lot of diamonds. Then we have the ruby, 18 karat gold on this ruby ring, the bow design. Still stackable like a band would be, and those are all princess cut Burma rubies, very important there. And then diamonds as well, and it's really stacked on top. So you start with a band and it's on the hand. It's a band first, and then the ruby bow is on top of that. So you see with the ruby and the diamonds they're together. So it's almost like you've stacked 3 different pieces together, all in one ring, $9.99. Remember, that one's the 18 karat gold example as well. So love seeing that. And remember, that one's going to be 18K, 52 points in the ruby, 20 points in the diamonds. And then last but not least, the emerald is awaiting. The emerald, which is maybe just, again, when we talk about one that was over that $39.99 price, it was definitely this one. And that's because we're talking about a $5,000 ring here because of the 56-point emerald out of Colombia. This is the Muzomai material. Look how bright and shining that is. It doesn't have to be a huge ring to make a big impact. Yes. Gotcha. Tim was like, hang on. Was that a brain blank? He's like, I think the ruby's gone. Are you talking about this one here? Fantastic. Thank you so much. Ruby ring is gone. Happy Valentine's, early Galentine's Day. And then here we go, the emerald with the big diamonds. I was telling you the 56-pointer in the emerald, but also 30 points in diamonds among just those two. So our rubies are spoken for. Now it's about the emeralds and platinum, the black opal and platinum. There is a little bit of, I was seeing a little golden, where was it? It's just, again, mostly blues and greens on that lightning ridge stone. And then we've got the yellow sapphire right there. So it's a nice piece of gold there when you've got a wider band like that style is. So final call, we'll give it 60 seconds on this wheel. Then we're going to be moving and no more of these. We can't see rings over and over and over again when we have a show as packed as this one is. Not to mention the two Paraibas. I've got the one I flashed, which is the bigger one. And then we're going to see a 113, which isn't all that different in size from the big stone that we are discounting. And who knows, maybe an auction or two to come your way tonight. Why not? And then here are the, I got to show you these new earrings because I've never seen anything here like this. It's a lot of pave, it's a lot of work, but it's a really beautiful kind of a hexagonal style, almost like pyramid studs. This is a fabulous new hoop that we have that's going to go, yeah, even reversible if you want to, but there are rubies and diamonds in these pave sections that's really well done. So that feels almost, it feels very fresh, very designer. A nice way to do an updated hoop. And then we will see the three-stone style as well. The big three-stone yellow diamond is here with, this is like 3 rings in one. Rings that you would spend $4,000 or $5,000 on? Not gonna be, because you'd have to times that by 3 then, and you're looking at a $15,000 ring. We're gonna do better. And then please allow me to show you this designer ring here. That's gotta be next. This is something never have we seen swirls of gold quite like that with as much ruby weight. It's going to be a fun night. So lots to get to. Jason, let me know which one you would like to request. I can give you some information before we move on, or try it on again if you'd like to see anything on the hand, and then we'll get to that purple Paraiba in the pendant. It's a purple pear-shaped Paraiba pendant. Thank you. The big emerald with the big diamonds is gone. That one stays in platinum, 112-7483, and we have 2 left. Let's get them home. How about that? I'm going to move this one to the side just because, I don't know, it feels right to me. And then we've got the opal out of Lightning Ridge. Look at that. A little more elongated oval opal too. So it's always, as opals tend to do, it's going to look a lot bigger than it weighs. The opal's already 1.06 in platinum. And then we've got the yellow sapphire, which remember is a light 1 carat. It's an 86-pointer, looking like a 1 carat all day long. So are we ready for the purple Paraiba? Or shall we get to the big designer ruby ring that is wrapping and swirling? I wish I had a gold weight on this, and we don't tend to give gram weights on gold because it could be very different when it gets to you, because obviously the size it's in may not be the size that you select. So, but feeling this as I have, and right now it's a size 6, and I'm feeling it right now, and it feels like at least a ½ ounce of gold, and it's 18K. So we're going ultra premium, and yep, even with 4 rings up there, we still don't have enough room for this ring, because that's how lengthy and how broad and how elongated this style is. 112-7467, that's all 18 karat to start. And this just is magnificent. And if you want to have something different and bold, and I know when we've done a couple designs that are elongated like this, when we've had just diamonds, they're very popular. Well, this one bringing a lot more to the table than diamonds, but we're going to talk 18 karat gold first. 216 is your ruby weight. That's among the 5 baguettes that you see, and they are baguettes, not emerald cuts. What's the difference? It's all in the corner. So look at the corners. When the corners are really stark angles like that, that's a baguette. When they have a notched corner, that's an emerald cut. Other than that, they're going to be pretty much similar in the internal cutting. So it really comes down to the perimeter cutting of the stones. So here's what we have. The 216 in the baguettes, 107 in the diamonds. That includes the bigger rounds that you see up and around the rubies. Also the pave done in different sections that really kind of wrapping around this, as you see there. It is, I know you're anxious to see it on the hand. That's where it's going next. I wish it was a little larger size. I'd be able to show it on the index finger because I think that's where you might be inclined to wear it. But look at that ring. And a real knuckle-to-knuckle presence. And if you don't have a super elongated finger, well, this can certainly give that illusion. And to get 3 carats plus in gem weight when it's supposed to be $99.99, and oh, it will not be. It will not. So this is your opportunity right now. And thank you so much for who got the emerald over there. Hi, Monica. And what about you, Tim? Do you remember who got your fabulous ruby ring? I'm sorry? Oh, it was actually Will. So we don't know who. We can't. Okay. We'll find out. I'm sure we have the technology to figure that out. Oh, really? Was it? Hi, Constance. Okay, so guys, let's make this easy here. We got the early birds coming out, and they're really taking advantage. But this one's brand new right now. Here's another way to wear it. Let me just flip it around because you may like it that way as well. It doesn't change the look all that much, but kinda. So you get to decide, but tons of weight, tons of feel, great, but comfortable as well because look at that, full range of movement. Great way you can still flex your fingers together, and yet that's because, well, it's gonna narrow in the back. So it's a really easy ring to wear despite its incredible design you see there. And there's how it is opposite the way I had it before for you. And it's not even $5,000 or $49.99, just one. That's the problem, just one. I wish we had more of everything. That would be nice. It would be lovely to bring you more of these really cool, interesting designs that are the ones we just don't see very often, but hey, this is what we got. Take advantage of while it's here. It's not $49 or $39.99, and really important. We always talk about rubies, and they offer us a lot. The ruby's a pretty incredible stone. It's the king of all gems, but it really doesn't like to be cut in fancy cuts. So pretty remarkable that you have 5 match stones in the baguettes here. That's really unusual. So take it for what it is, which is a really unique specialty. I'm just turning around again because I think it shows the rubies a little better from that angle, at least here on the wheel. I'll make this one you know what? Not even $39.99, not even $38, $37. Let's truly blow it out. Remember, there's a lot of 18 karat gold. So if you are somebody who really enjoys a lot of heft to your gold weight, this would be the one you need to have today. That's the heaviest ring I've got at the show, including out of gents rings we have, and we'll make this one $3,699 only. And then our purpley pink Paraiba pear-shaped pendant is coming up. That's on the way next. And we will preview some great pieces that are coming up this weekend as well. So there's certainly a lot going on here tonight when it comes to big values, specialty pieces, designer looks, great styles, but there is going to be an Alexandrite as well that's going to be also GIA certified, and it's one of the prettier stones that we have. I did bring out a very large opal. I think this is the largest opal we've seen. It's a 1260, but look at that, even larger in the size. So that's here too. So you got some cool opals and earrings. Didn't leave out the earring. What is going on? I thought these were, okay, these ruby earrings. We're just going to take a pause on this ruby ring. Oh, you know what? These are going to be tough to show without a display. So let me do that. And then we've got a zircon. There we go. I was thinking the earrings would match, but they're in platinum. So let's do this. We'll move the 18 karat gold aside, bring out the super elongated blue zircon in what is really a cushiony oval or an ovally cushion. It's right on the edge. And very excited and proud to bring this because that is our starlight blue, that vivid, bright as can be neon material we love. It is huge though. 6643 item number. That's going to be a classic setting style with the halo and then the diamonds down the sides. One is here and that's it. That's the problem with this is that, again, you got the stone that we can't replicate. Even though we might have other 4 karat stones, it's certainly not going to be a 485 in that cut. That's the unique factor here. So now all we got to do is get it a value. Come on in early. This is the time. It's not going to be one of those that you want to wait on because obviously blue zircons have been one of the hotter stones going lately anyways. It's been one of the most requested, one of the most, I would say one of the fastest to go. So this is where you want to be ready to go on those phone lines, especially when we know 5 carats usually go for 4 or 5,000. This one will not. There tends to be a set type of pricing category you see. When you're in a certain size of stone, it tends to correlate with a price tag. That's not the case here. The case here is with the 73 points in diamonds all together around it, keeping that classic, but this is still a custom-made mounting. It had to be because, well, you're not going to find another mounting that's going to sit that stone with that elongation and that exact width and length. So now we take the $59.99 piece, so this one was even a little bit more because it's fancy, fancy. And that's not going to be $59 or $49 or $39. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. So you've got a chance to pick this one up as quickly as you can. Do not wait. That's the most important thing here with these one-of-a-kinds is you cannot be waiting until you see the price come down. You dial early, you get ready to go. We'll make it even better than, I don't know, $2,000, maybe $19, maybe $18, maybe $17.99. Blue zircons have been very popular. And that just means this one's going to be out the door fast. And we know that because that's what happens when we mark these stones down when they're completely mined out. We're talking about 100% mined out and done. No other material coming out. There was only one source ever in the world anyways. And now we've got it for 17, 77, that's it. And then, yep, the purple Paraiba is next. We'll do it. I'm just trying to get it all polished up from the back, which I can't really access, but we're going to do that for you and really show you one of our cleaner, brighter of the Paraiba neon stones. Boy, that rain is really something. It's really, we got a whole big storm going on. All right, and then the conch pearl too. Big time stone, 321 coming up. Look at this is the prettiest antique vintage. Look at that one, wowza. So conch pearl lovers, we got our second largest here, and we're gonna bring that to you, and wait till you see the value we have put together on the fabulous conch pearl tonight. That is going to be the single best value we have. And I know there were a lot of you that were looking at the one we had last night, the 4 carat that was about 10,000. We're going to bring one down for you as well today. Now here's another one of a kind. These were flying in rings over the weekend, and Paraibas in purple pinks like this, not for everybody. Yes. Zircon gone, congratulations. So this is obviously a stone that, first of all, copper bearing. We know this has a lot of copper content. So there are going to be natural inclusions to these stones always. That's especially when we're up close, magnified, bringing it into the center of the stone like you're looking through a loop. But on this one, 6471, this is a pink purple combination. So think of it like a real hot pinky raspberry tone, but it also has a pear shape with the 177 carat weight. That's a really, really big style there. And then you also happen to have a diamond design looping and wrapping around it. Even the bail is part of the design, and the design is part of the bail. So that's a really good look. Then you've got the 15 points in diamonds there, pave. Here's what we've got. I'm going to show it to you on the hand. It's supposed to be $49.99. Well, this is, I thought, a perfect way to bring a price down. We didn't have this during the big sale event. So we had the piece, it just didn't get shown. So now the goal is to make this simple and easy and get you a better than sale price. And I promise you that's what's happening. So this is where you just dial in and say, okay, I missed out on the rings, or maybe you were lucky enough to get one of the rings, but now you're ready to get something to match it. There's your 1.25 inches top to bottom. Let's take it on over to the neckline and show you there. And keep in mind, this one will not be sticking around for long. And it's really that combination of pink and purple. And I got to get in focus here. But look how amazing that is. Just size-wise, that's really the idea of that shot there, is to give you that size reference, big enough bail to go with diamonds by the yard, etc. But let's make this one in white, yellow, or rose. Come on in. Nowhere near 49. Even bringing it down, and this is what it was slated to go for, you know, that big sale event. And a lot of people are believers that go, I can't buy anything now because it's not going to be the price I need. Wrong. This one was going to be $19.99 in the sale event. It would have taken over $200 off and made it $17.79. Instead, you're not paying that. You don't pay the $17.79. You don't pay $1,700. It is significantly less than what I would have done over the weekend, and that is important. And that is what I know a lot of you are waiting on, is give me a better deal. Make sure that you show me that these pieces can still go out at a greater value than ever before, and it's not $16 or $15.99. It's not even $1,500. It's $1,499 to get your pink purple Paraiba combination in the pear shape. And that is for one caller. And yes, those are natural inclusions that you see in the stone. You don't see them when you're any further away than magnified 10 powers. That's really the difference. And by the way, Jess, who was shopping the zircon with you? Did you get the zircon, Jess, or no? Yeah. Okay, who was it? Okay, we'll find out. And we're verifying on the pink purple Paraiba. Thank you. It was Kimberly. Thanks, Kimberly, so much. Appreciate you shopping tonight. And then we'll bring out the big conch pearl. Wait till you see this oh yeah, we got a beautiful sapphire piece coming up in the golden color. So that'll be on the way, but this is our one only. Let's see who's got it again. First caller gets it. Those are just, look at the back though, very clean from the back side. So this is where, when it's on the neckline, when you're a distance of a couple of feet away or beyond, you don't see any inclusions. You just see the beautiful neon glows that pop from that stone. All right. Hey, Paraiba lovers, let's go there. Let's show you the blue-green. What happens when you get the signature color of Paraiba? The signature color. Let me see if I can clean it up a little bit better. This is my absolute, it's my favorite stone in the whole world, and I think that a lot of us share that. If you love an exotic or a different stone, if you like a stone that gives you a separate color from everything else that's out there, the Gem Kingdom is a big one. There's a lot of stones that replicate colors. Paraiba, not really anything else quite like it. And it's going to be item number 1124681, and that is our super special brightest blue green. There's a brand new discount happening today on one of our biggest. And again, it's one of those cases again where we're taking it lower than the actual sale price would have been. So you get a better value. It's like, thank goodness she didn't have time to show it because there were too many requests. It was just overwhelming. So here's where we get to bring you a better than sale price. It's our carat 66. It's bright, super clean, super neon, super everything. And then we have the carat 45 and the diamonds around it. Starts with the very large halo. That's how it begins. Then you have the diamonds down the sides. They're big too. And then look at this, carat 45 overall stays in this. Well, actually, you don't even need to leave it in the white gold. I would recommend it. Look at the tremendous diamonds that are blocked with bands of gold between each and every diamond there on the sides. This bigger platform, but now same power magnification, and look at the clarity. This is like taking your jeweler's loupe and looking directly into this stone. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. And by the way, this is a great mounting if you like to stack. If you like to put wonder rings or band rings or anything next to your ring, great way to do it, because watch, pretend the tweezers are another band. Do you see how they sit and nestle right up in underneath that basket? That means it's perfect for stacking. So some rings, you can only go as far as here, and that's it. That's where they'd stop. But this basket elevates. So it gives you the opportunity where if you want to build and stack a lot of great pieces around it, you have that design with that in mind. And we're going to take it a lot lower than this whole $29,999. Yikes. That's where they normally are. That's where they should be. If you get a larger stone in these signature colors with all that neon pop, that's exactly what you would expect to pay on a great day. It's the kind of quality and the kind of size and the kind of look we see. When we see these down below 20,000, they go. When we see them below 15,000, they go. That's usually when not only do they go, but we have a lot of people say, I missed out, give me another one, and then we don't have anything like it. This is where you get a better value than even the 29 or the 20 or the 15. And when we say these are collectible, the dealers at Tucson, which was the big trade show that wrapped up, what, 3 days ago? 4 days ago? 4 days ago, that show wrapped up. There were no Paraibas at all for sale. They were there, they just weren't for sale. They were there used as it was kind of like the equivalent of what we see as clickbait on the internet. That's what it was. It was basically to attract dealers and to kind of give you, if you're walking through an exhibit that's miles and miles and miles long, and you want to be an exhibitor that draws a crowd, you put a Paraiba in your display case. You let that be the real kind of cornerstone, and that's what draws everybody. Not to mention, it just gives you automatic credibility that you have one. That's what we have here, but on a sale price. So the reason everyone's holding on to them is they're watching the prices and the values elevate more and more and more. Now you get a better price tag than even the 15 and the 14 and the 13. We're the only ones I know of that's discounting them or offering them in the first place. And this is obviously as collectible as it gets, as status as it gets, as high end. And the blue greens are powerful. They really are. They're the ultimate neon. They glow under a lower light. You don't look at this. I'll block the light right now on purpose. And you see how the glow remains the same, if not gets stronger. And yet it's not 13 or 12 or 11 or 10, and you've got a money back guarantee, so you can see it at home first, then decide if it's the right piece for you. But it's also not going to be $10,000. It is $99.99, brand new discount. You're seeing that discount for the very first time. And this was a $15,000 piece on discount a couple of days ago during our sale. $15,000 would have saved you extra money, but it would have been still $13,500. Now you get it for significantly less. You just saved $3,500 off what would have been the sale price 3 days ago. So that's how you shop, and that's how, again, we're bringing out, that's really my priority this week, is bringing out some, yes, new, but we also have the pieces that we just didn't have time, because your requests were overwhelming, and that was wonderful, but it didn't give us a chance to show you the entire inventory. So instead of just putting them back up at a normal price, we're bringing them even lower to make sure they can go. Because if you ask me, that's the most important time to discount even further, is after a sale wraps up, because isn't that the truth of it? After a sale wraps up, you need to transition out of it. So this is how we do it, to bring you those really important pieces and just say, enjoy it. We'll move it from our collection to yours. All right, coming up, a new emerald is on the way. Well, this is feeling a lot like almost the ribbon styles we saw in the ruby piece we had earlier, you know, but super elongated. This one's a little bit more compact, but still giving the highway ring vibe of having multiple rows of platinum wrapping and interlocking and then overlapping. Really cool ring. 112-7489 is your item number. It's our emerald piece with that bright as can be pear-shaped stone. Keep in mind we have one only here too. It's one only central here tonight. And then we've got the blue winged block D that I am so enamored with. This is the big Asher cut, and the first time we have seen that stone come out to play. Look at that, very important. And when it's out of focus and it's looking red like that, that's the whole point. Wait till you see that in sharp focus. Now here we go with our 74-point Colombian Emerald pear shape. And then you have two different types of diamonds. We're gonna get you some round brilliants, and we'll get you the baguettes, and the baguettes overlap over, and then around, they kind of go and lock in line with that pear-shaped base. And that diamond weight is 65 points, so a lot of great diamonds here, but the platinum is very, very hefty. We like to see a nice bigger mounting. You're definitely getting that here. Still got some open work to it. It still kind of sits like a band, but it's still like, again, a highway design within a center stone. Usually with a highway design, you don't get a center stone as well, but look how beautiful, prominent, and very bright this emerald is. If it's close up and you see clarity like that, and then you see it from further away, you just expect even more glow, and that's exactly what you're getting. So let's make it easy. $49.99 piece. Well, yeah, it's platinum, it's hefty, it's got that beautiful glowing emerald that you see there. Let me just tilt that to your eye directly so you can really see that color. And then I think we might need to roll out an auction and let you price something yourself. And that was wild last night. We did a bunch last night and they got wild. We saw some of our greatest values of all time just in our Wednesday night show 24 hours ago. And that was in large part because you got to price a lot of the jewelry yourselves. We're going to do that again tonight a little bit. So get ready because it's happening. And you know what? Let's make this $49, $39, $29. No, $19.99. One caller only, and that is solid platinum. So a beautiful piece there. And then I think we're in for a little surprise on our big conch pearl coming up. We'll do that on the way. Very vintage kind of vibe to the setting and the design. So $19.99 gets you a platinum and emerald piece, and that is just gorgeous. And we'll give it 30 seconds. And then we got to go. We got the pink sapphire here, hot pink. We've got the new conch pearl, the new hoop earrings, the pink zircon. I've got a pink zircon. I know they've been very, very much requested lately, so that'll be happening also. And anybody else looking for opals? We got the big opals here, all brand new. Black opals that should be over $15,000. There's one of them. Here's another one of them. Let me show you a few of the black opals here that we're going to be seeing a little later. Look at that one. Wow, that is my personal favorite. And then we've got another one that gets even larger. So these are the opals that are brand new. And we thought instead of just, because opals are tricky, you're going to see one you like, and then we wouldn't want you to see something similar a day later and go, actually, I like that one better. So I figure we're just going to put them all together and let you choose the one that suits you best. Okay, so that's $19.99. Let's see. I've got a fabulous idea. One of the rare stones, and I'll tell you it was the talk of Tucson, was the one stone or one source Turkish color changing Diaspore. So it's time to bring it on out tonight. 112-6947, and now it's all clean. Now it's all bright. Now it's all beautifully polished. Here's what we got. I've got an opportunity to get you something special. Item number is 112-6947. It's brand new right now. The setting we've seen, the stone we've seen, but not together. So you have a carat 30 in this rare as can be one source stone, and it is, there's an actual, we've been talking about, I was actually talking with the gentleman that owned the mine. So they actually took over the rights to it, gosh, was it 3 or 4 years ago? Now they took over the rights to everything, the production, the mining, the cutting, the distribution, everything. They basically did what we saw the Tanzanian government do a few years back. This is where, now we're in last call on this material because they were telling me a little, I'm not sure if this is really public knowledge yet, but they were telling me there is basically any operations are ceasing at this moment. And there's a lot going in that part of the world, but Turkey itself, there really hasn't been much production in the last many, many years. And since they took over, it's been more about the distribution than the mining because they were taking older material and older rough that they'd had, basically focused on cutting that and getting it out to the different dealers of the world. Well, it's not going to be something you see in a lot of retailers because there isn't enough of it. So it's really where you have to go kind of like one-on-one boutique shopping like what we do to get this material to your collection. Now, here's what we've got. It is a 130 with 47 points in diamonds. The whole point to that is it's an already rare stone, but it's getting a lot more rarity. Because if you talk about halting any kind of mining production, if you talk about, you know, all the, and I'm going to leave some of the other little breaking news things for, you know, just making sure I'm authorized to tell the world. This is a nationally broadcast show and beyond, so I want to make sure that I'm authorized to say it before I do. But this is the carat 30. There's big happenings with this stone, and you've got a chance to pick it up at some of the old production prices, not the newer prices, because we're seeing, you know, people get $45, $50, $500 a carat for the smaller material right now. This is the carat 30 with the 47 points. It's in the yellow gold. It does have the double row on the side. So as you see the band, we didn't just do one row. We did the double row in the diamonds, added the really big white diamonds there on the either side. Gives it a little bit of a three-stone kind of feel. And you're getting almost a half carat. And what we're going to do is take this stone that is a color-changing gem, starts with those kiwi greens and those golden champagnes, and gets into pinky purple reds when it's in a different light source. Now you have a chance to pick it on up, get a better value than even this, I know, brand new right now, $43.99. Let's change it up. We have about 10 minutes till the top of the hour, and don't forget, we're going to bring out that Tanzanite shortly. I have Mandarin. I have your requests if you have them. We don't have any requests as of yet. We would love to hear what you're looking for instead of just waiting and hoping your perfect piece comes up. We can show you what you need to see, but this is what I'm going to do first. We've got the major ring here, classic styling, yellow, white, or rose will be your choice. Another one in which you can stack around it if you choose to. If you want to add something to the sides, you can. This is just very balanced, very symmetrical, very, very well done. And I like it in the yellow right now because it's just going to be just a little bit of gold really shows through, not much, but it's going to really and really kind of take you back to that golden hue of the stone saturation as it is. So a color changing stone that if you don't have, I would recommend getting sooner rather than later. But it's not $4,000. I'm going to auction it off. We're going to just go ahead and try it. I know it's only the first hour, and I know it takes everyone a couple hours usually to arrive, because guess what? We used to start a couple of hours from now. So what I'm going to do right now is take this down to a brand new, well, it's lower than the price of the mounting. The mounting can't be produced today. We are the factory. We create these pieces, so we're well versed on what it costs to make and what it needs to, you know, the diamonds and the gold and what goes into it. And obviously we know gold's going up a little bit, right? It's been really, really high and it's gone higher somehow. And nobody thinks that's done. So before you say, well, I guess I'm paying more money, aren't I? No, not at all. Because what's $43.99, we're going to take it away. We're going to let you choose your own price. We're going to let you do your own thing. We're going to make it a better value for you by putting it up on the auction block with your opportunity to get in on a great value at the end of the first hour and not even start at $4,000, $3,000, or even $25,000. It is that color-changing Diaspore, which is oh so rare, so special, and very, very, very much going up in price. Well, along with everything else. Welcome to the diamond and the gold industry, right? Diaspore is just kind of catching up. But it's one of those things that most people don't know about. You can get in early. I think about the days back when I was a kid, when Tanzanite was just starting to get going. My mom was smart. She bought one early on. She got one in the 80s, and she was one of the first people in all of the downtown wholesale district to even get a Tanzanite at that time because it wasn't commercially available. And so she had heard about this new stone. I mean, think about it. It'd been mined in the 60s, but not a lot of people knew about it commercially. It wasn't available everywhere. So the fact is that you're kind of like getting on the ground floor here too, except there's not going to be decades and decades and decades of mining when it comes to Tanzanite, or rather the Diaspore. So Tanzanite's a little different. It's got a lot more quantity than the Diaspore ever will. So let's make this easier than $25,000 or $2,000. Get one if you can, because I think that not only is the value soaring already, but we're going to continue to see that. There's no doubt, and not even $2,000? We can do a $10 increment, but I'm thinking $1,500 to get it started, and let's get these lines a rocking. Let's make this a really memorable Thursday again as we get ready to celebrate Valentine's and President's Day weekend and all that good stuff happening. Here we are with a better savings than even $43.99. And you know what? If we don't have $15, I'm not about ready to say, well, I guess nobody wants it, because I don't believe that. There is somebody out there who would love to have a Diaspore. And maybe the carat 30 is exactly the size you're looking for. And maybe you want that really elegant, classic kind of style in this mounting. But instead of 15 or 14 or 13 or 12, I'm really, really anxious to get these phone lines going tonight. So let's make it even better than $1,200 or $1,100. Let's start at $1,000. Let's go. $1,000 to start. $10 increments only. That is fabulous. $10. But it doesn't matter until we get the open. And that's what we're looking to get started now in white or yellow or rose gold. That's going to be entirely up to you. But here is a one source color changing stone. And as much as I love one source stones like Tanzanite, I think a lot of us do, it doesn't have a phenomena effect. Not like this stone does. So it really takes all the rarities. Everything we think about when it comes to rare stones. We also think about, well, is it a clean stone? The answer is not typically. This stone is. It's giving you clarity beyond what you normally see. It's giving you a beautiful color to start that I think is really, you know, from a wardrobe standpoint, is really wearable. I love the versatility of these champagne tones and the champagne-y green colors. I think it really works with a lot of your wardrobe. So if you don't have, and listen, unless you have a champagne diamond, or really, what else would this look like? It really is most similar, I would say, to a champagne diamond. And we saw one earlier that was a fawn diamond. That was fabulous and rare. But this is a similar look, but means unless you have a champagne diamond that's a carat 30 at home, you probably don't have anything that's this quite color in that stone. So it gives you a little bit of difference in range, and it gives you a nice versatility to your, you know, add something different and unexpected to your mount or to your jewelry wardrobe. Let's do this. Forget the auction. We're not getting these phone lines going without the auction, so I'll go even lower. And we'll just send it out to the first caller who says yes, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Remember, it's free shipping and sizing still. That is not something that's a one-off or a little, you know, one-day event. We do the free shipping and the free sizing all the time, as much as I think that we get jaded to that, right? We can take it for granted sometimes. I hope you don't, because it's very costly to do that, and someone's got to pay for it, and we do and you don't. Let me conclude all that as we do and make it even better than $1,000. We'll still just go ahead, $9.99, and that'll be a first caller scenario. So anybody who would like it, it's $999 to get a really unusual and rare stone in a ring, and with almost a half carat in diamonds, no less. So a beautiful way to shop as we wrap up our first hour and have 2 to go on a Thursday night. And I would love to hear from you. If you have just maybe you want to do a little Valentine's message to somebody or a Galentine's message to somebody, happy to do that. Or we can find something you want to treat yourself to, or maybe you're shopping on the fly. I love the idea of saying, okay, honey, let's pick out something for you. I know it won't be here by tomorrow or by midnight tonight, but maybe we'll pick out something together, and, you know, it'll just kind of keep the whole party going, because when it arrives, then you really have a good time. So, you know, it's an idea. If you want to pick out something special, or if I can show you a certain heart-shaped stone or a certain color stone you fancy, we'll help you do that. But let me try this on one more time, because it's $9.99 and it's got to be going. And if, again, if yellow gold is not your favorite pairing, no problem. We can make it white or rose as well. So there it is. Look at that. And it does sit up a little bit elevated. That's where, again, you have the opportunity to stack around it if you want to with ease. And you can get a beautiful look there for under $1,000 on a really, really rare stone. No doubt about it, that you just don't find many places. Don't find a lot of Diaspore available out there in the world. So $9.99, and it's still here. Maybe. Let's check it out. Let's see if anybody's grabbing that one. And Jason, I take it you did not get that one? Nope. Okay. Tim, no on that one? Not yet? All right. So we've got it here for you at $9.99 if you'd like to get it. Coming up, we're on our way. We got some hoop earrings, a blue sapphire pendant. Haven't seen this in a long while. Nothing like it at all. So we'll bring that out for you. But $9.99 if you'd like to get this one, give me a call. We can help you out. It's available. I'm going to give it 60 seconds here, because that should go. You don't get a carat 30 alone for that kind of price. And again, maybe that's because I've been, you know, spending a lot of years for a long, long time in the loose gemstone part of the business, but this is unusual to see. You don't see an under $1,000 price tag on a carat 30. It just doesn't happen. So hugely excited about that one. Then we also have this hot pinky purple sapphire. That's a beauty. Let's show it. Classic as well. So many of you have been asking for these exotic colors. Let's bring that out for you also. All right, coming up, that one's here if you'd like it. Here comes the sapphire. And then let's see if we can get this one polished. And it's going to be our 170. It's one of the bigger sapphires we have, and then it has that purple pink color to it. Isn't that a great looking stone? And very rare, because you get the unheated material that we love. So that's also, you know, with the darker stones, you expect that it has a little more saturation typically. This is our unheated. 5650 is your item number, and that's going to be our unheated 170 sapphire with those really rich purple and pink tones, but then also it's got a lot of diamond weight, 80 points around it. We kept it classic here. Really went with that classic double halo, diamonds down the sides as well. You can change the gold color if you'd like to, so that's not a problem. If you want to make it a little more, let's say you want to take those rich yellow gold tones with your purple pink, you can do that also. But it's going to be a much better value than this whole $49.99 where it started. And I think we can be pretty proud of that price tag too. I think we should be. We should be pretty proud of a price tag like that on a sapphire. It's almost 2 carats in size. When they're unheated, that is a huge deal. And it doesn't mean that the heated sapphires are any less important. They are important too. You just get an extra set of rarity when you are in the unheated material. That's the difference maker. That's what you don't see. And especially, you make the assumption when you're in the gem world, like some of us are, you make the assumption that the deeper, more saturated the color is, and also the cleaner it is, you make the assumption that that probably got a little help. Mother Nature made it. We mined it, and then you cut it, and you have a great lapidary who fastens the stone. You're going to expect to have inclusions. You're going to expect a little bit what we call zoning in a sapphire. It's not happening here. And that is all natural. So to get all that pure color, to get that amazing look, to get the clarity, everything that this ring presents to you, and that was not touched except for cutting. That's pretty impressive. You just don't see it all the time. So that actually takes you as a collector to a higher level. And we'll make it easy. Instead of $49.99, blowout time is here. Let's make it happen with a better than $2,000 price tag. And it's one of our bigger sapphires in all the inventory. That is truly it. They don't get in large sizes, especially when they are chromium rich. This one probably, if I'm being a little gemstone super sleuth, it probably had a little bit of vanadium as well, given that it's not just pink. Pink is where we get the chromium element that makes the pink. Same with the rubies. This has a little bit of vanadium you would expect as well, because it's got a little of that pinky purple color, and it's not $2,000 or $19.99. One caller gets it. May I just say congratulations in advance if it's you, because that is one of those that should never be under $2,000. Try more like $200,000 if you were shopping retail on an exotic. Then think about what it would be wholesale per carat, $9,000 to $10,000 per carat. So you're looking at a $20,000 stone when they're in wholesale. Again, you got to remember, we wrapped up Tucson, the big show. That was the wholesale, really gem-oriented show. By the way, it's the top of the hour, so we'll just welcome you in. I want to welcome you so that if you just tuned in at the top of the hour, you're going, I'm looking at a beautiful ring. Let's see what's going on and what's happening at TVON tonight. Well, this is about 2 more hours. Big jewelry values. I've got giveaways. I've got brand new. So it's the best of all worlds. The brand new is discounted. The pieces we couldn't show you during the sale event, they're discounted as well. And they're discounted further than they would have been during the sale event. So you got a really good night to shop. And I know a lot of people are going, why would I do that? Gold's $3,000 an ounce. We didn't make these pieces today or yesterday. This is a piece that's been in our inventory for over 3 years. So I get the bonus of discounting it for you. This is a lower price already than it would have been during the sale event. Keep that in mind. Let's take it down even further just to make sure it goes. Then we've got a big top of the hour for you. That Tanzanite Asher cut is on the way too. But this one is going to be better than even $19.99 or $18.88. It's time. We got to make sure the sapphire goes. It needs a great home, and it also needs a little steam clean, which of course it will get. But this is going to be only $17.77 for one caller on a carat 70 stone. And then we do have a Paraiba deal, and the big opal blowout wheel is coming up for our top of the hour. The best value on our really, really prized brand new ones. And it's going to be it's kind of a cool way this came to be here tonight. So we'll show you those on the way. I've already previewed them for you, so you got a little heads up on the stones. And then the best part is we get to show them all together for you, so you get to really find your favorite piece out of all the best of the new black opals. So $17.77 on this one. Now let me explain. We've had a really, really beautiful collection of black opals that have come in just recently, and I know you've been seeing a few of them, and they're very, very popular. But opals are always really specific. They're one of a kind, and especially with the black opals that have so much heritage and history. Well, I want to show you, because with being, you might see a beautiful one and say, well, that's gorgeous. But it's easy to hold off on opals because you never know if an hour later or a day later you're going to see a better one. So what I thought we would do is take all the brand new opals that are the top tier opals, by the way, and bring them up on one show in one wheel at the same time, so that out of the new ones, you can find the one that best suits you and your own style. And these are all, again, because you see, they all have different patterns, they all have different colors, they all have different sizes and shapes, but they're all bringing the best quality, and that's important. You've got baguettes and rounds and baguettes and rounds, and then look at this one. If you want to have more of the blues and the greens, we did not leave you out of the equation. I might just put this really big one in the back here. And again, I want you to see each one really, really well, but this is going to concentrate on those cobalt blues and bright greens in that very distinctive pattern. Then you have all the colors, whether you're going, if you want the entire rainbow, you want to go up front here in the center, or you want to go the right side. That's going to bring you all the colors. So does the back, which is that really big platform, but it's going to be a little less of the orange and the red. So none of them have been seen before. As we welcome you in to our top of hour number 2, We want to again say welcome and also let us know if you have any requests. This is Valentine's Day, of course, Valentine's Day being tomorrow. So this is a day that I think really works for us, all of our jewelry lovers together, thinking about something special in jewelry that you might want to add to your collection. Why not shop it as a little special treat from me to me? Or maybe again, thinking about Australian Lightning, Ridge, the best of the best in opals, brand new though. So all the pieces you've seen before, whether it was 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 17,000, those stones are fabulous, but they've been here, they've been shown. I wanted to bring you a new selection. And of course, we all know by now, right? Australia's Lightning Ridge, nothing doing there. There's just nothing happening. So it's the top tier opal in the world. There are opals from all over, but this is the best quality. It's the best variety of opal because there are fire opals and crystal opals and they're great too, but nothing else quite delivers like the Australian black opals. You have 4 of them to choose from. They're brand new. We've never seen any of them before. The problem with opals of these sizes is they come with really hefty price tags. I've got natural stones through and through. We've got 4 for you to choose from, so easily you're finding what your best suited style is, what color you like the best, what pattern, what size you like. These are all normally, though, you know as well as I do, when you see these new ones trot out on the air, they're always $15,000 to $20,000. I want to change that. We're doing a little special, and I know a lot of people are going, well, I don't know. Things just wrapped up with a sale. Oh, the price is going to be right. Well, first of all, these are platinum, and so that's top tier. You got the big sizes here. I want to help you own a really important piece, and I'm going to sell them dirt cheap. There's the most uncouth way to say it. If I just tell you that they're affordable, I don't know if that's really going to make the impression, because what I don't want you to do is sit back and go, I'm going to fold my hands, and I'm going to wait because I know they're going to be $15,000, and even if they're discounted, they're still going to be 12. Here's what we're going to do, a value you've never seen before. And when I tell you they're great opals, I've been selling them for 24 years. They've been selling a lot of them for a lot of years. My first 6 years, it was all about the loose opals. Now it's all about finished pieces, so it's ready to go. You're not worried about running around town and paying all this extra to buy your metals and buy your diamonds and have someone set it for you. It's done. You pick the one you like the best. You're seeing 4 brand new, and they are going to be a teeny tiny little price because Mama got to move some jewelry here. So let's take a look at them, because I know that the wheel is fantastic, but we may make them better than they ever were intended to be. How do we do this? We need your calls first. We want to know which one you're thinking about. I know these never look that great on TV compared to what they look like in person. So it always is one of those that it takes a little leap of faith, but if you like it now, you're going to like it about 100 times better when it gets at home. Now, we have no callers yet, and that's going to change in very, very quick fashion here. And thank you on that, Sapphire. Enjoy it. Here's what we're going to do because the price is just too low. And these are huge stones. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights here so you know which is which, because we have very, very important pieces. And they've all got the baguettes and the rounds. I mean, actually, the one in the back has all baguettes, it looks like, and then you've got some mixes on the rest. But if you want to take a good look here, we've got the scallop design in the back. That one certainly looks the biggest, and it is. That's the 5 carat 06. So that's going to have, I imagine, first dibs, 48 points in diamonds there. And again, all platinum all the way through. If you want to go over here, that's going to be our 301, 49 points in diamonds. And then if you want that more designer blue black opal there, we've got the fabulous 2 carat 30, and I'm just going to tell you which one that is over here. That one's going to be our really special 230 with the 73, and then in the front, which I know is going to go quickly, that is the really beautiful 3 carat 301 actually. So this is going to be it, guys. Last call already on this value, because we're going to take the $12,999 pieces. I know they're extravagant. I know they're extraordinary. They're some of the most collectible stones you can get. By the way, they're also an October birthstone. If you happen to have a significant October birthday in your life, yours or somebody else's, but we need some callers. And so I figured what we would do best here is take this price and make it minuscule. That's the only way to move jewelry, right? Because one thing is, we all recognize value. We know what quality is about, because every time you tune in and you see that logo, you know it's going to be quality through and through. What we don't always see, though, is teeny tiny little basic prices on really important pieces like these are. Call me. I'm going to surprise you. You never know what we're going to do. And I go off script because there really is none. So that's really kind of a bit of a misnomer. But the idea is there's obviously a set price. They're on a wheel. They're supposed to be discounted, but they're supposed to also be the lowest price at $99.99, which on any given good day would be a great price for any of those pieces. But I'm taking them lower. So you're not paying $99. And I think we could really surprise you with how low they go. And remember, there's only one of each. So obviously yours could be the same favorite that someone else has. And that's why we need you on the lines. Tony, they're supposed to be $99.99. I will not stop there. I promise you that. I got to move some jewelry no matter what. Every single night, every single morning, every single day, every single 3-hour show we do, no matter what, we have got to move the jewelry so that you can get some really, really important pieces. And this is a great night to be shopping. And here we go. 89, 79, 69, 59, 49, they're not. This is all we can do, is make them your biggest value you've ever seen on black opals. I have sold literally thousands of opals here, just here alone, and they're usually Australian black opals. Through and through, they are stunning. They're beautiful, and and I love that we have a variety, but these are our top tier new ones, all debuting now. I hate using that word sometimes because you think they're gonna be too much because they're new. Wrong. Not the case here tonight. It's going, I'm just going to give them away. And there are, so when I was in Tucson last Monday and Tuesday, there were a lot of, actually it was unusual because usually it's Vegas where you see finished jewelry and it's Tucson's more about loose gems. There were a couple people selling bands. And I said, this is fantastic. Wholesale, you have to show credentials to get in. There were platinum wedding bands that were 2 millimeters and they were over $4,000. That's bigger. By the way, all these mountings are bigger than 2 millimeters. They're like an inch long for the most part. So you've got a really extraordinary amount of just platinum. And I know that's not the sexiest part of the ring. You're probably thinking the diamonds and the opal are. These are going lower than $49.99. And already you're spending about what? $9.99 for the opal, the diamonds, and the labor to put it together. Instead of $49, instead of $3,999, we're going even lower. The only really thing you have to do here is get on the phone lines fast because they're going to be gone, and they're already too low at $39.99, but we're taking them lower than that. You can call early. You should, because that's how you reserve your favorite first. Obviously, first come, first served, right? We know there's going to be a lot of people on a lot of the different rings here, but they are no longer $39. I mean, this is just what you got to do. On a night like tonight, you got to take the prices to their all-time best lows. That's all I can do for you. And either you see the value or you just think, I don't know. I think at this point, there's no question about the value. I think it's just a matter of, are you in the mood for an opal? Because if you ever want one of our best, here it is right now, and it's not going to be even 39 or 38 or 37 or 36. I'll just keep on going. Jason, which one are you liking already? Let me know which one is your favorite, because I know that 506 is really important. And I usually in a wheel like this, when they're all the same price, usually the big one's going to go first. That's usually the case. Is that the one you like? The left side. Oh, you like the deeper, darker colors there. All right. Fantastic. Well, we have got, and again, yours would be, let me see there. Yours is going to be item number, I'll get it for you. And here's what we'll do instead of even, you know what? I want to make this easy. And yours is going to be 7516, Jason, for that 311. That's the 311 with the 60 points in diamonds. This one's already spoken for, and another one is too. The price is still not at its lowest. We're going even lower than that. Call me quickly. Not 36. Not 35. Not even $34.99. Let's go even lower. Again, left side already gone. Let me try it on the hand for you. That one's already spoken for. Well done. And there are there's a turquoisey blue aqua coming through as well that just stopped me in my tracks. That would be, yes, that is. That's the 311 with the 60 points. And that's going to be 7516 is your item number. I'll let you see it a little bit more here. We're not even going to do 34. I'll just keep on going. If we can't get these out the door, nothing will go. It's that kind of a giveaway on our best. These were originally over $12,999. They were $13,000 pieces originally. That's where they should be on our show. Tonight, lower price, one gone, two are actually verifying right now. We'll see who's got the second one. Is it the largest one still in the back center? That's the largest. That's over 5 carats. That's still available at this moment. If you want to go with the most color, I would recommend the one in the front center or the one on the right side of your screen if you want all the colors of the rainbow. They're going to go. You know what, Tony, we could give it 60 seconds right now and they'd be sold out done. I'm going to take them even lower than this. They're not 34. They're not 33. They're not 32. This is what giveaway is all about. That's a word that's thrown around a lot. This is a true giveaway. When you see a price like that on those pieces, giveaway central, take a look. Not going to be 32 or 31 or 3,000. Yes. Back of the front, the right, you got it. Here we go. Here's these. They obviously like a lot of color. Look at the bridge design on the inside there. Look at the way that one's set. So they both have their foundations of platinum to keep it elevated up off the hand and also keep it comfortable for you. So that would be, and again, Jason's got 7516 already. Let's see who wants this one. That has so much, almost like, again, like a little more pop color of like a Monet painting is what you're seeing. This one's got a little more of a pinfire color, but still all the colors of the rainbow. How is it that nobody's asked about the 5-carat 06 in the back yet? I have no idea. It's by far the largest one up here, but we're going to take them even lower than $3,099. How about $2,999 only, and they are all going to be gone in a hurry. And which one should we try on first for you? Do you like the center or the right, or shall we just do both? Let's do the first one up front here. This one's going on the hand, and this would be item number, that would be 1127502. That is the 230 stone with the big 73 points in the diamond weight. Congratulations on that one if you got it. So that's an important piece as well. $29.99. And get ready, because at the next top of the hour, we are getting ready for the, actually, we may not even wait that long. We've got the Asher Cut Blue Wing Block D. This one is still on the way tonight. I know that's going to be, that's the show. That's what we're waiting on. And do you have this one for sure, Jason? Yes. Okay. Congratulations. Just wanted to take that down for you. So I was just trying to give you the longest look at it possible. And then here we go with $29.99 last call. Let me move them now to the side so you can see that centerpiece a little bit better, because that's the 5-carat right over here. I know it looks bigger. It is bigger. That's the 5-carat stone. That's a 506. And then we have over here, that's the one we just tried on for you. That would be the 230. And then over on the right side, the 3-carat 01, we'll give them a final 30 seconds, and then we're moving. So that's it on the opals. Those are my top opals, all brand new. Should have been $12,999. They got down to $29.99, and that means you're saving $10,000. Not arbitrary. That is very much on purpose to make sure that you get an unmistakable value like never before on Lightning Ridge. All right, next up we got the Sapphire pendant coming up. We will show that to you next, and congratulations, opal lovers. Well done. And for those of you verifying, let me just show this, because this is a little bit astounding to me right now. This is very weighty, very heavy, and it does have all the colors. And you see it move, and it gives you reds and oranges, yellows, and even those bold turquoise colors. But this stone is amazing. Look at the size of this. Just to give you a reference point, 5 carats plus, but looks double that all day. So you've got this one for $29.99. I would not wait if I were you. Do not wait, please. That is going to be gone. You don't get a piece like that for under $3,000, but it's happening today. And only for, again, the first caller that says yes. All right, that one is also a little bit shocking. $29.99. Let's get to our Sapphire piece. This is our pendant, and we'll come back in a little bit closer here, because we got, wow, that looks, I'm sorry, but I feel like if I go back to the drawing board and maybe we ask for an origin, this looks exactly like what we typically see out of the Kashmir mine. 100+ years ago, at the border of Pakistan, there was a mine called Kashmir with a K, and Kashmir, and it still is the most important sapphire the world over. But you will sometimes get a Ceylon stone that is the color, and I'm going to say the texture. That may sound odd, but there's a very, very interesting characteristic that the Kashmir stones have that a lot of the Ceylons just simply don't. And did you have a name for me and who I can thank? Really? Say it one more time. Hi, Peggy. Peggy's in Oregon, and she's brand new shopping with us tonight for the first time. Well, she picked up a beautiful opal, and thank you so much, Peggy. Enjoy it. Congrats on that one. All right, so here's what our sapphire is doing that's a little bit different than typical sapphires do. Usually with the Ceylons, they're a little more open color. Now, we like open color. Don't get me wrong, but with the Kashmir stones, there tends to be a more velvety type of look. That's odd, right? We're signing a texture term to a gemstone. But it's true. That's what we look for, this billowy blue effect that you see where it looks almost like there's a softness or a velvety quality about it. This stone has that. Now, Kashmir stones are really tricky to find right now, really difficult. Kashmirs are 1 in a billion. You got to find them in auction houses. Usually most of them are on display in museums, so there is no hope of actually owning one of them. This is where you get that look out of Ceylon, which is, of course, that really, really important mine today. So there's like, the difference is Kashmir is the most well-known and exotic mine all time, but it's been mined out for 100 years. So now it's about Ceylon. So it's like the best of all worlds here because you have the Ceylon material, but it's looking like a Kashmir. I want to show it on the hand here for you. It's not meant to be oversized. It's meant to be everyday wearable. It's going to be a 6962 item number with a 60-point blue sapphire. And it has diamonds as well. Take a look at that. That's going to be about, well, it's a little over half, but not quite 3/4. So that puts it at 5/8 of an inch. I'll show it to you on the neckline here as well, just so you get another idea of how that's going to look from a distance. And again, there we go. So 6962. It's going to be a 60-point stone. Let's go back up close. And then we show you the diamond weight as well, which is going to be accents at 13 points. And it is a 60-point stone. We've got the beautiful color, the gray glow. It's that royal blue that we love. And hi, Susan in California. Thank you so much. Susan, I appreciate that. You're so kind. Let's do this in white, yellow, or rose gold for you, and let's just make it an easy deal. I mean, $12.99, sure, all day, every day, but you came tonight looking for a deal and a discount and a value and something a little more special than a normal TVON price. And I wouldn't, again, I've been in this TVON world a long time, but if you're looking at price tags elsewhere on sapphires, get ready. If it's Ceylon, oh, you're looking at a high-end store, but you're spending thousands per carat. This is obviously that material. We're not going to Thailand to get our sapphires here, because if we did, there's not a problem with that. There's still some great stones, but they're much more navy or dark or almost black in color. This one's got that pop of royal blue, which we love to see, and it's not going to be at even $9.99. Let's try to get some great pieces out the door here. I know we can. We just got to really bring the prices down for you. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting very excited about that blue wing opportunity that we have for you here tonight in the show. Very important style there, but here we go. Not $9.99. Giving away some VS diamonds and some really bright royal blue cashmere look in the sapphire. And we're going to take it even lower than $888 or $777 or $699, because I want to move jewelry, and we know we can. We know we've got you seeking out the values, looking for the best in the world. Here it all is. $599 only for a classic royal blue sapphire. Cannot get better than that one right there. And then don't forget, we got more discounts on the way. We are taking requests if you have any for us. We've got Mandarin, Paraiba. We've got the best of the best. And you remember that $10,000 Paraiba? I think we found its twin. Coming up in the show, if you saw the Carat 66, what is the difference? It looks like we just transferred the Carat 66 to the signature mounting. That is the identical color and clarity, and yet is not going to be $10,000, and it's just a little tiny bit smaller of a stone. So we've got a big value there for you. Let's get to some new sapphires in a necklace, though. This one's fun, really designer style, and we'll go to a really big. This one's more petite in its style, and then we can certainly bring you something a little bit more, well, a lot larger. With the yellow sapphires, it's kind of got a bouquet meets a ribbon design. Looks a little bit almost like floral meets ribbon, and yet you've got these sapphires all the way through. Item number 7595, and it's a one only. And get ready, Tanzanite coming up in 9 minutes. I'm just going to bring it up. We're going to bring it up early. We're not waiting for 7 o'clock. We're just going to bring it on up at the midpoint of the show. That is literally 8 minutes and 20 seconds away, and we're going to absolutely light up your world with reds in the blue wing. But this is going to be our Ceylon yellow sapphires and 18 karat gold. Pendant is large. It comes with the chain. This is one of the prettiest chains we've done. It's a Rolo, but it's flattened and diamond cut. So what that does, it gives you amazing shimmer. I would take it off and wear it by itself. There are very few chains that I will say are wearable solo. This is one of them because of the beautiful diamond cutting to the links. The sapphire weight is 64 points. They're going to wrap around from one side to the other. You see how they get really intense goldens and then they wrap around and get a little lighter? That goes from the canary yellows to the brighter to the deeper darker. 30 points in diamonds as well, chain included. Let's just throw that in for free. And that's what we do. 18, actually, this one may be a little bit longer. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you've got a nice big size. The chain, though, look at that. See the shimmering quality of that chain? Looks like it's all diamonds set within it without being diamonds. So you've got a huge, I would say just a beautiful wearable standalone chain. And let me make sure I get the length for you because it looks to be, it is 20 inches. Yowza. I would not expect this 20-inch chain to be this price on its own. It's on the neckline real quick just to show you there what it looks like size-wise, and then we're gonna, I know, we're gonna get you a great value and make sure, you see how it just, again, it looks a bit floral at first, and then we'll take it right back over to the hand so we can get to the measurement on the piece itself. And so let me go ahead and pop in a ruler here, because I think that helps, because otherwise you're not sure, is it a centimeter, is it a 3-inch style? This one's gonna be right at that, 1 1/4 inch top to bottom, and then we'll take it up close and admire once again the princess cut sapphires and the diamonds as well, and the bigger bouquets of diamonds that look like these great clusters that you have setting right within the intersection of all that 18 karat yellow gold. And we're gonna blow it out right now. First caller can have it for you know what, skip $39.99. Skip it, we'll make it better. I'll just send it on out. $1,999 only. First caller gets it with all this. Look at that, so that's substantial. And because you can use this as a bail, this is a bail, you can go side to side. You could set it east to west if you wanted a little shorter length one day. There are a million ways to wear it because the design, so creatively done, you can wear it however you want. It can be north to south up here. It can be north to south over here. You can put a chain right directly through the midpoint and wear it side to side. It's totally up to you. But you know what? First call, I'm going to give it away for $1,699, extra $300 off on me. I'm just thinking, I'm still in that mode where I'm thinking about 11% off. How about you? And you're probably just wishing, could it be? Well, I just did better. I just did better. That's all I can do, is let's just make it even better. $16.99 first caller. Then we've got the conch pearl is on its way. And then that'll probably take us right to that Tanzanite, the Asher cut. I've got a story for you. You're not even going to believe it. I wish I could have told you in advance this was coming tonight, but sometimes that's the best part about these live shows. We might surprise you sometimes, and you won't even know what's about to hit you. Now take a look at this. This has to go really just, again, a very important stone here, obviously. We know our conch pearls. We love them. I think the sapphire piece might be gone. Literally just took that down lower than the sale price would have been. I know it wasn't here because it's brand new today, so it wasn't here to show you a couple days ago. But again, if you're just wishing, gosh, did I miss the boat on that sale? Could I get a sale price? You just did. And you're doing it all through the night. I have not had a piece that has been a normal standard price yet. So for those of you thinking, I really wish we could continue that sale, I'm making it better for you. Really, truly, and I know I wish there was a way to really emphasize that to you, but hopefully you can see it for yourselves and realize that value and see it. We've got something pretty special. The largest conch pearl I decided to bring out last night, just for fun, I brought out the 405. We had a 405 completely priceless in every other world. We brought it down to about $10,000. Some of you liked it, but the problem was it was a little bit too much money for some, and also the ring couldn't be sized, which was kind of odd. This one can be. We've got a combination here of platinum, and you've got a little bit of gold. Take a look at it. This is done in such a creative way, and it's still a huge stone. It's a 321 conch pearl, and it's got a little bit of what I love out of natural organic stones especially, is a little bit of personality in that it doesn't look faux. It doesn't look like it's man-made because it's 7456, and it's got those different colorways to it, where you see a little lighter and a little darker and a little lighter again. It almost looks like cotton candy, if you will. It's just that really pretty candy color pink, and it's a 321, which puts it as the second largest we have in the entire conch pearl selection. Then you have diamonds at 70 points as well. And then a solid platinum and rose gold mounting. So we got a little mix there. Add a little rose gold to match the pearl, and then you've got the diamonds, both bezel set and prong set, and how about that unique side? This is obviously going to be a dream come true scenario. We have already had rave reviews, and quite frankly, astonishment over the price tag we put on our conch pearls compared to what you might see elsewhere. And it makes sense. They are virtually priceless stones and that you don't see them anywhere else. So now we get to bring you an even better value. There were a lot of people last night thinking about that 4 carat, but just a little out of reach at near $10,000. So now we get to bring it significantly lower. And yes, the blue wing block D is next. I keep getting messages and questions about that. It is literally 2.5 minutes away. I'm going to bring it out at the midpoint of the show. It might be the rest of the show. I got a major story to tell you about it. It's going to be coming up literally 2.5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is not the Asher cut to miss. And this is the ring that I still don't have one, and I'm on the verge. I almost didn't show it tonight. I almost didn't, but then I figured, nope, I need to show it. We've got the conch pearl going down to a discount anyways, though. $16,999 is where it's supposed to be. Makes sense? We understand that. It's a great value. I know that's a little bit of a bigger price tag than we typically see here, but when you realize what it is normally elsewhere in the world, that's one of the best prices you will ever see on a conch pearl, especially of that big size. We know the stats. We know, I'm a sports girl. I'm coming from that world. Let me tell you about stats. Stats on the conch pearl, it is nearly impossible to get one in its natural variety. They're organic gems. They come from the queen conch shell. That's that big shell that's found in the Caribbean. 1 out of every 10,000 shells has a conch pearl. They're usually microscopic or not gem quality. So to get one that is huge, this is why the 4 carat is 10 grand after it's discounted. That's why this 3 carat 21 should be 17. Going to take it even lower for you so that you can have one. They are collectible. We rarely see one come on the air and stick around because a few of you know how extremely important and valuable they are, and you take advantage of us. And we are taking care of you. That's what we do so that we can share our collection with you. You can get something very, very special and important. You don't have to spend even $10,000 on this one. And you get this great look. Let me show it to you on the hand because it's a very large ring. And you might argue it looks even larger than a 3 carat 20 because of the cabochon, because of the way it's set in this great lacy kind of style. Look with the double halo, the mix of the metals from your gold to your platinum. And we're not even asking $99.99. Or $88.88 or $77.77. And when we tell you it's going to go, it's going to go. Because when I have conch pearls that are discounted, they go. We have far more collectors than we have collectibles. That's the fact. We're not a network where we say, look, there are 20,000 out the door. We can't do that. We're dealing with too much of a specialty stone. It's too important. It's too rare. But it's not 77 and it's not 69. And we're going to take it even lower, and then it's going to be gone, and then we're going to bring out the Tanzanite, which is what everybody's waiting on anyway. So we'll just bring it on out. Supposed to wait another half hour. I'm not going to do it. We're going to bring it on out. But this is 6,000. Not, you know what? Skip it. Let's go even lower. Got to move some jewelry. Got to do it. Let's take it even lower. $69.99. I don't love it. We love the ring. We don't love the price. You're going to be in for a treat here, and I just wish we had a few of them. And that's never the case. And the other day when I brought out some necklaces, it was these multi-tonal stones that everybody really loved. That's what really shows off the organic nature of this stone. It's what really emphasizes that, those different kind of color plays. Because remember, it's a natural occurring stone from inside a living organism. So just like other living beings, they're not always going to be exactly the same or uniform or perfect. And that's why you have just getting those different, I don't know, Tony, if we have the shell, because if you're ever wondering if you can't envision it, I know the second you see it, you'll say, oh yes, I know that shell. And that's where these stones are derived from. But the shell itself, if you look at the inside of the shell, it has those different colors, exactly like what you're seeing in this stone right now. It's exactly like it. And that's what's so important. Let's not even do $69.99. Let's blow it out for $5,999. That is simply the best value we have had ever on a conch pearl because it's the size with the great price. It's the small price with the big size, and that's just not something that goes together very often. So first caller takes it. Here's the shell. In case, oh, now we're going to, oh, yes, I know that. That's the big sea snail shell. It's called the queen conch shell. And there you see in that inner nacre inside the shell, you see those lighter into deeper colors. That's where, again, sometimes the smaller ones tend to have just one color. But oftentimes, as they do get into bigger sizes, they do have that little bit of that nuance kind of ombre. It's not something that was painted on. It's not something that is heated or treated in any way. These are all untouched by anybody else except that mollusk. The mollusk creates these. So it's really pretty cool. $59.99 for that stunning, stunning elongated oval. All right, it's Tansy time. Let's go with our fabulous main event here. Item number is 112-7667. The one thing that this network is known for, besides just general values, is something called Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite. And what you are looking at right now, my ladies and gentlemen who are celebrating the greatest in jewelry tonight with us, you are looking at, it's interesting because we just talked about the Queen Conch Pearl. This has been known as the Queen Blue Wing. From the moment it was derived, the rough material, I'm going way back here, not the loose stone, the rough material. The rough was so obviously richer and brighter than everything else out of, yes, even the blue wing block D, which of course, if you're not familiar, is the best Tanzanite in the world. There's only one Tanzanite source. We know that. There are 4 blocks. We know A and B are done. C is currently mining and D is also done. But D has had the best, the very, very, very best by far. This is my privilege and honor. Tonight, I have 1 Tanzanite. It is here on the screen. You are looking at it. I have 1. I don't have anything else. Now, if you want to request something from a previous show and maybe it's still available, sure, we can bring it on out. But I have one Tanzanite tonight for you, and it is this 5-carat pluser in the Asher cut. I don't know what it looks like on your screen, whether you're watching on a phone, a computer, a tablet, maybe a TV. However you're watching, I hope that this stone is showing half of its beauty to your eye at home as it does in real life. Because like the blue wings do, they are so much more extraordinarily beautiful than you can ever see on any monitor or any screen. The television lights and the studio does not do these stones justice. And we have heard it time and time again. Maybe you're one of the many who has said to me, you know what, I received my stone and it is so much better than I ever thought it would be. It's so much better than even looked on TV. How do you do that? Well, it's not us, it's the stone. It's the stone. Take a look at this. It's a 5-carat and it's a 522 actually. It's known as the Queen Blue Wing because this was, again, this extraordinary material. Look at the reds coming through. Double halo as well. That's going to be a carat 06 in diamonds. I am so proud of this. And the fact we don't have anybody on the phone line saying, I need that ring right now is astounding to me because it is just the best of the best. And you know what that means if I have one? We are getting down to it. For those of you saying, but you just went to Tucson, so didn't you bring some back? Nobody at Tucson has blue wing block D. There's not one there. Nothing. Nothing. Nobody has this material. Look at the quality, and yet I said, let's just, they said to me about 3 months ago, they said, how do you want to set the queen? I thought about literally putting a crown on it, but I thought, that's a little hokey. Not everyone's going to dig that. I thought about actually creating like a design where we could like drape a very regal robe down the sides in like diamonds, but no. We wanted to keep it classic because after all, if you're going to have the best of the best of the best, shouldn't it be the classic style that's going to appeal to everybody? That's what this does, I hope. That's my hope. It's my hope and prayer tonight, is that we can get you something that no matter if you're like me and you don't have one yet, if you're like some of our viewers out there and you have 50 of them sitting at home and you just can't get enough and you just need one more before they're gone, here's the way you do it. Here's how you make it happen. And by goodness, I'm going to go ahead and do something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we should be just saying top bidder gets it. We should say, let's start at $1 million and see who wants it. I don't do that though, because again, it's fun to have quality like this, obviously, but it's not fun to show things that nobody can afford. It's why I work so hard standing up here on live TV to just keep dropping prices so that we can hear that phone ring and make sure pieces can go out. Because if they stay at high prices, they stick around, right? They deserve high prices, they need high prices, but you know what? I can't do that. We've made records, set all kinds of records in blue wing block D pricing for the last 6+ years. Let's not stop now. Can we actually, I feel like I really want to give this away. I really do. And I know I'm looking at a price tag of $99.99 like it should be. 5 carats are a popularly requested size. It's an Asher cut, which is a fancy cut. That's an extraordinary high level stone. Then it's got the double halo, and here we are halfway through the show and nobody on the lines yet for this one. Well, here's how it looks on the hand. If that gives you a little update on how that's going to look when you get it home, and get your white, your yellow, or your rose gold, but it's also not going to be $99.99. Got to make it a lot better for you, and let's put it on the auction block. Let's go. I'm going to do it. We have 2 callers now. Wonderful. Where do they want to start, Jess? What if we just put it all in your hands? We could say $99.99. You tell me where to start. You want to start at $75? I like this idea. Most Tanzanite at the Tucson show, granted, it wasn't blue wing and it wasn't black D, but it was block C material and it was a pretty light lavender color. And most of that Tanzanite was going for $3,200 a carat. That was a wholesale environment for a 1-carat stone. That was the going rate. Obviously, we're looking at something quite a bit better, something that's unattainable elsewhere, something that's a bigger size and a better color and all the specialty cutting you could ever ask for. And if you apply even a price like that, I don't want to do it. What if we do $1,000 a carat and make it $5,200 to start? Free diamonds, free gold. Who does that? In today's gold environment, is anyone giving you a free gold band? We're going to give you free gold and a carat 06 and free diamonds. Just at $5,200, which is even better than $1,000 a carat. We rounded down. It's a $10 increment. We're not going to do $5,000. This is the most fabulous museum reserve, the specialty chosen one, if you will, of being that best quality from the day it was actually from the day the rough was mined. That is so significant. You could tell before it was even faceted. You could tell before it was even touched. In its rough state, it had this incredible color. They had a Tanzanian phrase they were using because the miners were obviously from that part of the world and, you know, speaking different languages to obviously be able to communicate with all the folks there on the ground. And yet, oh gosh, they called it the red kiss because all they saw was just this, there was this romance about the material. And this is in the rough form before it was actually faceted. Now you might have a different name because it's got these really bright squares of red that come through. It is just truly exquisite. And what are we going to do? 5,000, 45, 4,000, I don't know, $3,500. It's a 522 and it just doesn't get better. And if I only have one here on a show, we are obviously getting down to the wire. A lot of our Blue Wing Block D went out during that event. A big quantity of what we had in stock was seen out the door during that event and for very good reason. But let's take this even lower than 35, yes. Thank you so much. Our pinky purple Paraiba from earlier is sold. So while we're also looking at Tanzanite, we got other pieces going from earlier. That's wonderful. I even think that any pink or red stones would go beautifully with this stone because of all those red flashes you see throughout the inside from, it's that Hall of Mirrors effect right straight on through the center. I can't do 35. We don't have an open yet. Got to make this interesting. What can we do? What can we do? How can we make you happy? How can we get you a stone? If you don't have one yet, it's time now. It's no more sitting back and relaxing and saying, maybe I'll get one a year from now. It's go time. Okay, let's make it even easier. Not 35. Let's go $3,000 to start. I'll give it 60 seconds. I will gladly put it in my collection tonight if it doesn't get an open, or we can get you an open and get it out to you instead in your choice of gold color and size, whatever you want to do. But I'm in the business of moving jewelry and doing whatever it takes to do so. So here we are with a very, very, very special Blue Wing Block D. Beyond Museum Reserve, dubbed the Queen Stone. 40 seconds left to get this one started. $3,000 only. So little to pay for even the 1 carat 06 diamond mounting that we have it set in, especially when there's that wide band of mirror finished gold. And that's not a little itty bitty band either. We could have done that, but it wouldn't look right. And it's got fingerprints all over it because obviously I'm going to try it on again. But let's take a look at it one more time on the hand here from a distance, because something very popular about these squared off shapes, whether it's a square cushion or an asher, and the way we've given it the double halo to, again, keep it, you know what? We have 3 people talking about it right now. Tim, you're thinking about it. Jess, you're thinking about it. Jason, you're thinking about it. What if we do this? 6 seconds left and verifying. I hear verifications. Let's go lower. I mean, at this point, what do we have to lose besides a lot of money? I'm already doing that. See, that's the key here. If we get a $3,000 open, which we are verifying, and if we sell it at $3,000, we're losing money anyways. Money lost is money lost. Let's just lose some more and we'll get everybody a chance to own it. That's the thing. If I got 3 people talking about it, let's try to get 10, 20, 30 people the opportunity to own this incredible piece. It's not going to be $3,000 to start. I know, I get it. I get it. You've been told everything's going to be too much, right? I know. It's not. Maybe at $99.99, but that's why I'm pulling out the auction card. That's why I'm saying skip it, skip the TVON prices, skip the low prices. Let's just let you price it. Even better, not $3,000. Not $3,000. Jason, I'm going to do a little bit lower. I know he's verifying over there. I just heard him say, I think I heard him say open. See, maybe we just need to give it more time. Maybe I need to be patient. Yes, it's not exactly my best virtue. I am not patient. But I'll tell you this. I'll make it better than $3,000. $2,900 to open. Every little bit counts. We'll leave the $10 increments. We'll still do all the freebies, the free gold change, the free sizing, the free shipping, all of that. But $2,900 to get this started. Or do we need to go even lower than that? Yikes. 28? 27? Anything goes at this point. If you're losing money, you're losing money. I don't think we need to stipulate between what are we losing, you know, are we losing $8,000? Are we losing $7,000? Are we losing, what, it doesn't, at this point, a loss is a loss, right? That's what they always say in sports. It doesn't matter if you lose by 1 or 100, right? It doesn't matter if you win by 1 or win by 100. So win's a win. A loss is a loss. We're losing money. And it should make a difference to you because when I lose, you save. And the more money I lose, the more money you save. So I like that. I think that works. And instead of $2,700, I don't know what it's going to take to get an open, but I know this. I will find a way. Let's make it better than 27 or 26. Let's just start this thing off. Let's get everybody the chance to own one of our last. Let's get you the queen of the blue wing here from the day it was discovered. Before it was faceted, when it was in its rough state, all the miners on scene, which was a little team of 6 guys, it was 6 people, and they were there. This was like 16 years ago, by the way, and they were there, and they knew the second they saw this hunk of rough, and yet $2,600 is not going to be. Let's go even lower. Let's make it $2,500. It's my last offering. And I will give it 60 seconds to get it started because I don't know what else to do at this point. That is just... It's the rock star of stones. It's the best of all Tanzanite that ever has been mined, that ever will be mined, that we have as well, because we're talking about the museum reserves that we're getting really, really, really low on. And my goodness, that is quite the piece right there. Let me know if you like it, because if you do, you need to be on the phone lines. And instead of just saying, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, we can all sit back and say, I love it. Again, my goal is to make sure you have a chance to own it, see it in person, and don't believe it when we have these testimonials every single day, every single night. We get these viewers who call in and say, I received my Tanzanite, and it is so much better in person. How? It's amazing, isn't it? But we hear it every night. I want you to be the next person that calls me and says, she's right. It is. It is. It is the best, and it is so much better even than it was on TV. It's true. It happens. This is real life. And you know what? As much as we try to show you every little nitty-gritty detail and every diamond quality and every little everything, you cannot enjoy the true beauty of this material until you get it at home and see it in person. It really is. It's a fact. It's something I want you to experience. Now, what you couldn't have done during the sale event for the last, 2 weeks or so was you couldn't return it. And that scares some people, especially mostly people that just have never shopped before, and they think, again, who was that viewer I heard from the other day? He said, I watched you for years and years and years, and I loved watching the show. And I never bought anything. Never did, because I just thought, this is the most fabulous jewelry and the most wonderfully, cool, exotic selection, but the values are just simply too good. And we are all, aren't we all taught, at a young age, to be skeptical? We're taught, and we're kind of trained to be cynics. We're trained to think there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? We're trained to think if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. We're trained to think those things. And there's a lot of people who maybe don't want to make a first purchase on a final sale event. Well, here you go. You can experience what this is all about with the safety net of having a money-back guarantee. Do we have the open at 25, by the way? Well, I'm up here getting on my soapbox. I do believe we have the open. Yes, we do. We have the open at 25. Thank you so much. Now we're going to see if we can work our way up to something where we don't have to go backwards by thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, if we do that, I don't know. That's going to be up to what happens in the next 2 minutes. But $2,500 has been bid. So now we know the ring is going to go. The ring gets a home one way or the other. That we know for certain. What we don't know is who's it going to, how much is it going for. But we're going to all find out together, and that's the beauty of this show live. You can't do this the next day. You can't do this during the wee hours of the morning. You can't go onto our website and log on and find this ring for sale at $99.99, let alone $2,500, and that is the trick to the live shows. That's why you got to be here with us live, because these things happen only live. And I have had to, on any given night, it would have gone at $7,500. Boom, just like that. Tonight it took a little more. It took a $2,500 open to get it. We have it. Now we got to figure out if anybody else wants to come on in, and we'll wrap the thing up. And we still got an hour and 15 minutes or so to play with. So it just means you can get requests in and tell us what else. I can tell you what won't be here. I have nothing else in new Tanzanite. There's nothing else that's brand new in Tanzanite but the queen stone you're looking at now. This incredible rough that you are looking at right now. And we have, we got 2,500 and nothing else? Don't make me give it a 2-minute clock. We've got to? All right, let's do it. Really? Only 25 so far with a very important carat 6 diamond mounting. That's incredible. 2,500. This is your last call. We're 25. That's it. Money back guarantee. You get to choose your gold. You get to get it shipped to your house for free. You don't pay tax if you live outside of California. That's just a fact. I don't run the accounting. I don't know how that works, but I know that. You don't pay what would be in California like another $250. You don't pay that. If you live outside of California, you don't pay for the shipping, the sizing, the gold color change. It's really just, can we do all that for you? Because we are. Somebody has to do all that, as well as now I've saved you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off of this ring. And we are, I know it's something I probably shouldn't say, but I got to say it. We're back at cost. Well back at cost. We're well back at cost. So if this isn't the best value you've ever seen, I don't have anything for you. This is it. This is the stone. This is the size. This is the mounting. It's a classic style, and we're giving it 2 minutes, and then it will be done. Final call, final chance. Come on over and take a last look. This is it. It's going out the door in 2 minutes, and I can't do anything about it. And I wish I could bid on my own because I'd gladly pay over $2,500. I work here, and I know exactly what I would pay. If I came to them and said before the show even started, I'm buying this. Can I have a little bit of discount off the $99.99 price? I know exactly what I'd pay. It's a whole bunch more than one of you are going to pay here tonight. So this is your moment. Welcome in to our last, well, soon to be last hour of our big Thursday night. Happy soon to be Valentine's Day. Well, that's a special moment, I think, a special little something that might be perfect for the collection. Look at this on the hand again. Here it is. I love that it's a big stone, but it still sits really just, it's going to make an impression. There's nothing small about it. There's nothing that, you know, it's a standout piece. And obviously a lot of that is just the color, the neon, the saturation. But at the same time, look at how beautifully bright, very, very saturated it is. And it just could not be better. And we have a minute. Now we're halfway through the clock. It's a final 53 seconds left. You just have to dial now. You have to jump in, you have to dial, you have to start that process, because if you're waiting till the clock ends, it's far too late. You're going to be calling in 2 minutes after the piece is done. It's just that little delay with the broadcast and on the phone line. So here's your chance with now 39 seconds remaining. Look at all those reds. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing the best looking blue wing Asher cut I've had here in 6+ years of bringing it nonstop. I don't think I've had a show in 6+ years, and that's been a lot of shows where I haven't had a blue wing, but to have this quality in that Asher cutting. Tim, anybody thinking about this one? Anybody want to go 25-10 or more? It's extraordinary. It is so extraordinary. It really is. It's extraordinary. And we are at, do we have 25-10 or 25-50 or 3,000? No, I don't have 3,000. Although, ironically, I think we did. I think we did. You did, didn't you? I think we did have a $3,000 open before I got all crazy and went 25. So truth is, this is a big moment here, and you got a huge extra savings, and we've got our last call right now, 25-10, 25-50. What do I have? Anybody else want to get in? You have it. Yes, no? Got it. Sold. Congratulations. We got to move on. We've got about 8 minutes till the top of the hour. And you know what's coming up at the top of the hour? I'm bringing it out. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring out the Paraiba. I'm going to bring out the carat 13. It's the same color and the same clarity we saw in a carat 66 earlier tonight, but that one was still 10,000, and that was an incredible buy. But this one's even better. So we'll have that at the top of the hour in just a few minutes. Want to make sure you saw that. How about 3 yellow diamonds? 3 big yellow diamonds in one ring. So that's our Paraiba. That's going to be 1127637. That is the 113 in the signature mounting. And the best thing ever was they said to me before the show, please take this $18,999 ring and please find it its home. Find it its forever home. Just get it adopted tonight. I'm going to do that, and it is the one with the 101 in diamond weight as well. So you get over a diamond or over a carat in diamond weight as well in that signature style, which is oh so popular and really classic as well. So just again, coming up in about, you got about 7 minutes to wait on that one. Not too long. And then we also have there is something special here in ruby earrings. Let's take a look. These are a lot of fun. And never in all of these many, many years have we ever had a hoop like this. It's kind of like a little bit like a pentagon from the sides, with this pyramid stud is really the closest kind of motif I would liken it to. 112, 7682. And really lovely. And it's a series of pave in rubies and diamonds. And if you know what they get for a few little silver tone hardware pyramid studs on a pump by Valentino, then you know what this earring should be in gold, diamonds, and rubies. Go ahead, Andy. Hi. Hi, Steve. Hi, Holly. Thank you so much. Everything well in Pennsylvania tonight? Everything good? Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, too. Early, but actually in Pennsylvania, they're only 2 hours away from Valentine's Day, so they don't have much longer to wait. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody, early. We'll be here tomorrow night as well if you would like to spend it together shopping for jewelry. Here's 112-7682, which is a carat 26 in just the Burma rubies. Burma rubies we usually see in 1 carat size or so. This is a series of smaller diamond cut rounds that are oh so bright and powerful, and you get a carat 26 plus 80 points in diamonds as well. And then click enclosure. I mean, tell me, have you ever seen a hoop like this? I am a hoop, I wouldn't say lover, I'd take it a step further. I am a hoop obsessor. I am obsessed with hoop earrings of all kinds. And there was a day many, many years ago where I didn't do small hoops. And now I do, because I put small hoops in 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 8th and 9th piercings. And I do that because it's a really cool stacked look when you see them all together. And yet there always has to be, I feel like, something a little more prominent in the primary piercing, and that's what we bring here. Something that is really good for that, and a beautiful look. Now let me show you from a distance away. There is a click enclosure, but this whole design, there's the front. Here's the back, which has a really cool cutout detail, which I would not object to seeing in the front of the ear as well. So let's call them reversible. And then you've got this great style, but like so many hoops that we're starting to see more of really in vogue is going to be that style where they're giving you a little more width, and there it is. 3/4 of an inch tends to be a very popular style. Also, want to bring out the other one here as well, just so you can see there is a left and a right design. So wanted to show you that. So you're going to choose whether you want the rubies almost pointing out like they do there, or if you want the diamonds more next to the side by side with the face, and then the rubies kind of on the outside edge. So again, very cool the way this is done as a mirror image. So really very just complicated to do. And we're going to bring them up close, and I'll try one on for you. But you saw it's a 3/4 inch, and then we'll show them to you. I might as well show them both ways, because yes, they really are. When I say reversible, I don't just say it because, oh yeah, that might be an option. No, it really has to work and be made properly from the back if we're going to call it reversible. And I really do think that this is. Now, here's what I love about a hoop like this is that it's also that little bit wider style too. So you get that width, which gives you a little more wow factor when it's a little wider. So it gives you more drama. And that's one way to wear it. So again, I have the rubies kind of on the outside and the diamonds along the inside. And then what I'll do is, let me go ahead and reverse them for you as well. It's the first time I've done that, so we'll see how they look. And I think it's going to look pretty cool to have those open cutout gold details as well. But our 126 in rubies, 80 points in diamonds, over 2 carats of total gem and diamond weight. Oh, that was easy to do. And they do. They look, oh yeah, they look really cool that way. Sure, why not? That's it. Would you have ever guessed that that was just flipping it around, putting it on another way? And if you're wondering how, again, you don't actually invert it. You actually just put it in backwards. Put the post through the back of your piercing, and if you've never done it before, it's actually really quite easy. So very easy, not complex at all, but that's how it looks. So a totally different look. If you want to have the rubies and the diamonds in the back, you can do that as well. Back to the wheel we'll go. That truly is, yep, that's reversible, I would say. That works. And we'll make this super, super, super affordable right now, as affordable as we can make a $79.99 hoop that's got all the details and design elements that this has. And then, of course, oh, you get a choice of gold color too. How nice is that? You can do white gold if you want. A ruby is really rich in yellow, so I think that's a good way to go. But white gold or rose gold are your options no longer. 79, 69, or 59. Certainly got to make it easier than that. And then we even have a deal on a Kashmir purple red sapphire as well. So we'll see that. But top of the hour is still about 2 minutes away. It's our last hour kicking off here in just moments. Got to make this a deal. 59 it will not be. First caller, $1,999. That's it. Rubies and diamonds and gold galore. And then I think we have a request coming up, and we'll do the Paraiba at the top of the hour as promised. So yes, that's on the way. And thank you. Hi, Constance. We're going to show her 2 pendants. I'm actually going to start with the Imperial. Oh, by the way, did she see the ring we had earlier? Because it reminds me a little bit of this pendant. And we do. We had a beautiful Imperial that had a lot of pinky orange to it. Really gorgeous look. But here come the pendants by request. First is an Imperial 112-5498. Take a look at this. That is, it really does. It looks a lot like the stone we had earlier in a ring tonight. This would be the pendant 112-5498. Is your item number on the 18 karat gold. This is going to be in the white gold. It stays in the white gold. It's a series of the baguettes and the rounds together. So a fun and interesting updated way to do a halo. Then you have, it does have a bail that moves, so you can see it's not going to sit very well on its own, so that's why I'm propping it up. But I do want you to see the basket work and the finishing behind it. It's got a floral type under gallery behind it, as you see there. Look at interesting how it just changes. It looks more purple pink, and then you look through the back and you see the peach colors. Isn't that, if that's not telling to why this stone is so special, as it's even rotating. And keep in mind, it's going to do the same thing when it's on your neckline. Folks see it from different angles. It's either rotating a little bit, you know, as you wear it. It's going to be that little bit of rotation where you see it from different angles. You're going to see those different colors. And there is only one 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. With that bail, there's even a sense of purple through the middle. It's going from more golden orange to pinks to purples through the middle. Love that too. And it's going to be our carat 33, 43 points in diamonds. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. We'll go ahead and verify that length for you and then show it on. But I do like the baguettes on either side. I think that really adds something a little bit more designer to it. And it's not $49.99. It is, I would say, really, really, really close though to 3/4. That's why I do this. It looks more like 3/4 of an inch top to bottom to me. And then we'll take it on over to the neckline and we'll show you there. But that's going to be a one only. And that, oh yeah, that's going to go in a hurry. It's almost like it's morphing a bit to what you're wearing in a way. It just gives you sometimes more pink, sometimes more purple, sometimes some goldens and some oranges as well. We'll take it right back up onto the wheel here, show you close up. One only, then we have the beautiful Diaspore coming up as well. But this one's going to be $49.99. I can't do. It's not going to fit in with what we got going on tonight. So we'll make it $18.88 instead. How's that sound? $18.88 new discount. From $5,000 to $18.88 as the top of the hour has arrived. Then we'll show you the color changing Diaspore. So we'll do that coming up as well. So that's going to be coming up, and it's a radiant cut. So beautifully, beautifully done. And then that's going to be just even a larger stone. We had a radiant, or actually we had an oval Diaspore earlier that got down to $9.99. Now we're looking at the Imperial, then followed by the Diaspore pendant coming up now, which is this one. It's, oh my goodness, talk about changing color. And the last one isn't supposed to change color, but it was. This is a stone that literally does change color, and it is too. What is happening? I've never in all of my years ever have I seen a stone in one light environment do what it should do in 2 light environments. How is this even happening? There's still only one light here. Look at that. And it's surrounded by yellow diamonds as well. 111-9576 is your item number. Never. The pinks, the goldens, the purples. I mean, it's just phenomenal, isn't it? Truly is. We've got a 9 karat 84 radiant cut with 31 points in diamonds. They are all yellows, including the bail. That's a long perimeter. You got to go around there to get those yellow diamonds. So wait, there's no way. 31, I ain't buying that. That looks like a lot more. I mean, the whole piece is over an inch long. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a little mistake or error and you're getting a lot more yellow diamonds. But if you do, great, they're free. That always works for me. I'm always willing to accept free diamonds, always. I talk like it happens often. I don't get that opportunity very often, and now it just turned completely purple. Here it is, going green, goldens, champagnes, and now pinks and purples. How this is happening, I mean, you guys have watched enough shows here and elsewhere. Do you ever see, whether you call it Diaspore, whether you call it turquoisite, whether you call it zoltanite, whatever you call it, because it's all the same thing. This is the most prominent color change stone I have seen. And it's not even allowed to really do this, and it is. So it just tells you a lot about the quality of that stone. We have one. It also, this was a $79.99 piece, as it should be. It's almost 10 carats. So let me just show you the length here really quickly at an inch. We'll go with an inch and eighth. And then here's what it looks like on the neckline. And then call me early because there's no way this sticks around. No way. And this is the one you get. And I know for me, it's this radiant. It's actually like, think of it like a radiant, but stretched because it's elongated. So it's like really elongated scissor facets. And we're going to go back up close and wait till you see, oh, if only I had 100 of these. Obviously not, but it would be nice. One caller gets it for $1,999. There you go. And it's only going to be in the yellow gold, so it stays as is. It can be right out to you. It stays in the yellow gold because the yellow diamond's all the way around it, and the top of the hour has arrived. Welcome in to our big Thursday night. Here we are looking at just about 56 minutes left in the show. And these are requests. And if you like this one, well, call me early because I know it was a request. So here's the back side. It's also very clean when these stones are not historically clean stones. So you have a real, I can't believe it. I've never seen anything like this. It almost reminds me of Aurora Borealis a bit. Think of if Aurora Borealis, those iridescent colors were somehow intertwined with some deep golden color. That just is, it's fascinating to me. Fascinating. Nobody's got it. Really? Okay. Tim, what are you thinking about? Pendants, rings, requests? We got Paraiba at the top of the hour. Oh, what does she think? Oh, it's too pink. Oh, you mean in the Imperial? Not the Diaspore. Because the Diaspore, you want it to be given pink. Are you talking about the Imperial? She had two requests. I don't know if she was referring to the Diaspore or the Imperial. This one. I gotcha. She has a ring already. Okay, and this one's just a little too good. Okay, I mean, that's what you want it to do. You want it to do that. I know, I agree. None of the rings I've ever shown have this quality about it, this property, this ability. It's, Jason, would you like this one instead? We can see if we have another Diaspore pendant for her. I'm still waiting. That one's, yeah, I'm not leaving that one. We're not leaving that here for $19.99. Jason, would you like it or can Jess's caller have it? You are getting it? Oh, okay. The Diaspore is gone. So it's Paraiba time. And we will check it out and see if we have a different Diaspore that maybe has a little less pink to it, if that is what she's referring to. Now, here we go. Let me remind you that earlier tonight in the show, I had a massive markdown on yes, Diaspore already went to Jason, but Jason, if anything falls through, Jess will take it. Okay, so we'll have a backup on that one, and then we'll try to just bring out some other Diaspore pendants. I don't think we have many, but we'll do what we can. And here we go. Yep. Kind of knew that would happen on the Diaspore. All right, I'm sorry, these are one of a kinds, most of what I have. Pretty much you can bank on that. Here we are, but the Imperial is still here with some great pink tones to it. Now, this is Private Collection Paraiba. It is a carat 13, which is still a really significant size for the world of Paraiba. Anything over a carat is considered really significant, especially if it is this classic and signature blue-green combination of colors like you're getting here. And yet it is just going to be a fabulous stone with a lot of clarity and a lot of the neon. And then, of course, we've done in the signature mounting, of which there are different varieties of signature mounting, oftentimes with a lot lighter diamond weight. This one's got significant diamond weight at over a carat. It's a carat of 1. But it was just, it really just kind of caught my attention that the coloring is so similar to what we had earlier. Now, keep in mind, this one, I'll show you a couple options here. Let me just show you on the side-by-side. They look like sisters, don't they? For the record, if you just tuned in, this is the carat 66 I had earlier. Brought, what was this one? The $18,000? I brought this, well, no, this one is. The other one was even higher. That was $29,999. This was the one I brought down to $99.99 earlier in the show. But to prove a point here, the stones are very similar. First of all, they're both ovals, but they have the same color, the same clarity, the same glow. This one's just a bit smaller, not much. carat 66, carat 13. The diamond weight here was about a carat 40. Here's a carat 01. So it also means we can't use $18,999. Why? Because if that one got brought down and it's larger, we have to bring this one down. So just wanted to show you that similarity there, because they are extremely, they're like twins. And yet here we are looking at the beautiful color. This is the fully finished under gallery as well, so you've got finishing all through the inside to make sure that it's comfortable as you wear it. I hope you will. I mean more often than not. I hope that's a piece that you really do prize and wear often and enjoy throughout, you know, all of your jewelry wearing days, because that's really what it's about. This is a true rare gem. And not a lot of people get to see it. And I just see that, Margie, we have your request as well. So we will show that coming up right after the Paraiba. And thank you so much on the Diaspore. Jason, are you going to let me know who got that Diaspore? They beat everybody else out. So really well done. Hi, Lavanya. Thank you so much. It is a beautiful, beautiful stone. So enjoy it. I'm sorry to those of you that missed out on it. But here we go with a better value, a much better value than even, well, I can't even do really $89.99 makes sense, but I think given the little bit of separation we have between the two different styles, I still need to make this lower. And this is pure and simply a function of, we already brought a carat 66 down, so now we're bringing the carat 13 down. It has to work that way. It otherwise just doesn't make any sense. So we will do exactly that, and we'll give you a brand new price that FYI has never happened before, and you're about to see why this is going to make such headlines and be the beautiful piece that you deserve if you want Paraiba. It just goes to show you, you don't have to spend overly, or you don't have to spend $60,000 and $70,000 a carat to get clarity, to get neon. That's what you want. It's a challenge always to get a stone that's going to be as really perfect to the naked eye as this is. That's challenging. You don't see that every day. But we are going to blow it out right now, and it's not going to be $89.99 or even $88.88. We're going significantly lower than that. And boy, do we have a treat for you on the Wonder Ring coming up, the single row one that is the kind of overtaking the other in popularity, that's for sure. But this one's got to go, and it will, and it's not going to be even $88. You know what? Skip over $8,000 or $79.99. We'll try to make this as simple and easy as possible, but really the headline here is that you still have well over a 1 carat stone, and that's tough to do when you're talking about neon blues and greens in the perfect blend that this has. It's really a challenge to do that, and we're going to make it even better. Even better. It's not going to be $79.99 or $75 or $74.99. We have a not just a better value, just chalk it up to what it is. This is the best Paraiba value for a 1 carat pluser in the stone, the ideal blend of colors. You're getting everything and a carat plus in diamonds as well. And the price tag, $69.99 to get the job done. That is it tonight. We are really, truly blowing that out. $69.99, one caller takes it. And with the finishing, the gold color option you get, the fabulous blue greens it gives, how clean that is to the naked eye. And don't forget, we did have a 3 carat plus conch pearl that is still available. It was under $6,000. We still have the big Paraiba here for under $7,000. You have got options. We have the carat 66. If you decide now you've seen both and you do want to go with the larger, it's only $99.99, and this one should go as well. That one should go. That is the 14 karat gold with the carat 66 and the 145 in diamonds. And that one's only $99.99. So there are some really big opportunities that you have here to capture one of the world's rarest and most sought after. And, you know, sometimes there are rare stones, but they're not even available, so they're not priced. This is one of those that has been priced throughout the industry. So at this point, we do have very well-documented prices per carat, and they're usually, oh, they can be up to $200,000 a carat, the larger stones. And that's really the difference, is if it's under a carat, you can see them for $60,000 or $70,000. When they're over a carat, you usually see more like 6-figure per carat price tags, like should be. But again, not at $99.99. Let's get to our Margie's request, which actually is diamonds, so it's going to be something for a few of you out there. And this is just, well, it's a beautiful ring on its own, but it has this ability. This ring feels a little bit like magic. And it's item number 1110527, and that indication of that older item number that we're reusing as opposed to building a new item number, is really actually significant in its own right, because that's what means we're taking the old gold and old diamond pricing, which obviously should be upgraded at some point, especially now with gold and diamonds doing what they're doing. But instead, Margie said, let's bring out the Wonder Ring, the single row, the 60-pointer, the huge individual diamonds. For the record, some people consider this a more highly valued Wonder Ring than the original. Now, the original has 103 in diamonds, but it's a double row. So the individual diamonds in the double row are smaller. So on a lot of levels, this can be considered a more highly valued piece because the diamonds are so large that you see there. It still creates this dove's tail design or chevron. It's going to give you a very wearable band. If you're afraid that by stacking Wonder Rings, it's going to get a little too wide, or you're going to have to start playing with sizing, or you're just worried that maybe you just like a more narrow ring, or maybe you want to add just one to a ring and the double row is a little much, this is the answer. This is what was created for all of you that said exactly that, that were just giving this outcry for something that was, give me the same kind of versatility, the same beautiful look, the same amazing Wonder Ring abilities of stackable and ring guards and all of that, but just give me one row. And we did a really small version, and then we did this big, big version. So you get those huge individual diamonds, could not be more lavish. And look at this. It's not just a good look from the front, look at the back, the sides, the profile. That is not an under gallery, it's better. It's solid gold all the way through, and you're taking white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And thank you again, Margie, for the request. And we did, by the way, bring out another Diaspore. It's a necklace for you, so maybe, Constance, that'll work for you. I've got one coming up. But here we are with the Wonder Ring. You can get as many as you need, and quite frankly, you need at least two, because then you get the build. You get the Wonder Ring ring guard stack. You get the ability to wear it a million ways. You get the ability to take all the rings you do wear and don't wear and make them better. Make them modern again. Make them more your style. Add the VS diamonds. I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what you put in the middle. A Wonder Ring is as must-have as anything in this jewelry world. And I really do wholeheartedly believe that, is that selling and offering fine jewelry is something that I realize is not really something that I categorize very often as must-have. I think, though, if anything was considered a must-have in the jewelry world, it's the Wonder Ring. And obviously we've brought you different versions of to try and accommodate everybody. And this is the single row that quite frankly is the most versatile. It does have the biggest diamonds of all Wonder Rings individually. It does stack really beautifully if you are. Obviously you can wear it a million and one ways. I would recommend getting one in a size smaller for a pinky ring. I'd recommend getting one in a size larger for a thumb ring. I would recommend getting a couple in your ring size so you can wear them around your engagement ring, your diamond ring, your bands, your solitaires, what have you. It can be around anything. Take a look at it. This is going to be good. And it's not going to be $9.99. That is significant because this one's got to go up too. And that ensures it's comfortable and beautiful and solid. And it's not here to be an overwhelming amount. Oh, this one's going to be a teeny size right now. So let me show you a pinky ring to start. And obviously multiple ways that you can pop it on, whether you want it pointing up or down, whether you're going to stack a couple together or not. That's the fun of it, is that I was talking to a dear friend of mine who adores jewelry. She's one of those gals that just loves jewelry as much as I do. And she's always buying new jewelry, but she loves really like dainty pieces. And she says every day I just open my jewelry box and I don't ever wear the same ring stacked twice. And she loves to wear rings all across her hand. She'll have sometimes one or two rings on every single finger on both hands. And she loves that look. And she says, I always mix it up. Some days I'm in the mood to wear it, you know, a lot of different stacks. This one probably, it's a little size right now, so it's not going to go on my thumb, but it's going to be something I can put, you know what, that may also be too small. But also I would say too, I've known folks that have gotten smaller sizes as midi rings. That's called a midi ring when you wear it between not just here, but actually when you wear it here. So if you happen to know your size, and usually it's about a 3, it fits well as a midi ring. So just an idea, you can do that as well. But we got to make it a better value than $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. Here is that value. And if there's one thing you shop from the show, if it's where you start your collection, if it's where you say, I love all my jewelry, I'm done, I got everything I need. Well, you probably need 2 Wonder Rings to go around all that other jewelry as well that you already love. And like I say, it's so true, and it's one of the most important reasons why we get Wonder Rings. We all have jewelry we don't wear anymore. Whether it's no longer our style, whether it's smaller because we bought it years ago, whether it's a piece that maybe was passed down from the moms and the grandmas that maybe just needs a little bit of modernization. You'd be amazed what happens when you stack a Wonder Ring or two around your other jewelry. It just brings it new life. I won't even ask for $700. We're going to make it $699, and I would really encourage you to think about getting a couple of them, because that's the best thing you can do right now, is get a couple while they're at this lower price, when obviously abandoned gold like that needs to be more, and the big diamonds as well. Keep that in mind, though. That's the big difference. You are getting a much larger individual diamond here. And you see this? You've got, I don't know if I should count them for you, but look, there are only maybe 5, 6 diamonds on each side. So you've got what, maybe 13 diamonds all together here, and bringing that look. Usually the 103 Wonder Ring might have a larger carat weight overall, but it's smaller stones. So this is in a lot of ways considered that big, beautiful, bold, best of the best in the Wonder Ring designs, of which there are many. So $699, we'll give it 60 seconds. We got to move. And then we do have some more requests. We've got a beautiful Diaspore necklace coming out to play. And then we still have some brand new to share with you also. So anything else you'd like to request, let me know. This is, again, ring finger, index, honestly, anywhere. I have had a couple people buy them in smaller sizes and use them as toe rings. It has happened. This is just, that's when you know a ring is popular, and you know it's wearable, and you can wear it any way possible, from midi rings to pinky all the way to thumb and anywhere in between, to stacked or solo. That's it. So Margie, that's the ring I hope you were looking for. If not, we can bring out, there's a double row in the original. There's a double row that's more of a medium size. Let me know if you want to see those as well. But Constance, we've got another Diaspore for you. And it's a necklace this time around, not a pendant. So everything is all made, ready to go and attached. And then we'll see what else we have for requests in our last 40 minutes of our Thursday. And then tomorrow is Valentine's. We'll be here in the evening at the same time, same place. And oh good, Mark, we've got a trillion cut Tanzanite for you as well. So we will show you a couple requests lined up and ready to go. And that is a request as well. But again, you don't have to be the requester to take it. We have got quantity. Okay, here we go. This is a Diaspore. Now, I don't know. Tim, did she let you know what kind of shape she has in her ring? I think she was more concerned with the color, right? So this is a very traditional color. Typically when we see the Diaspores, now I know we also had people miss out on the pendant. So this also might be one that, ooh, I wouldn't bank on this being here too long, because we had a lot of people miss out on the radiant cut pendant and beyond just the requesters. So this is going to be item number 1118275. It's a 2-carat round in the Diaspore. I wanted to show you from a distance away because it is a pendant attached to a chain, so it's a full necklace. That's a 2-carat round and then 64 points in diamonds. And yes, you get the double diamonds bezel set in the chain as well. So that's awfully nice. We have thrown in 3 adjustable lengths, 16, 17, 18. You get them all. So that's going to be with that premium closure, so you can wear it a variety of ways. And we're also doing a gold color change to white or rose if you'd like. Yay for that. And that's a big platform. Let me measure it out here, because that's the one thing we're missing here is a length of the actual piece itself. So you can see right here, it's, I would say 3/4, yeah, 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. Think of it like a square that's set at an angle. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. I'll just pop it on right here where we've got some space, but obviously that would be about 16 inches, and 17's a little lower, and 18's right about down here. So you got a lot of range in where you can wear that on the neckline, but it's got to be a lot better price, because obviously you saw what we did. The reason that pendant was oh so popular was because it was marked down. So we're going to do the same thing here. Same thing on the whole necklace. Let's go back to the hand here. We'll show you a, it's a $29.99 necklace. We're going a lot lower than that. Don't worry a thing about that. And Mark, we've got the trillion next for you. This one's not going to be $2,000. Oh, you're going to like this. And I'm just going based off, we had a lot of people who want Diaspores tonight who missed out. The last thing I want to do right now is show you the next best piece and have it be out of the price range, out of the budget. Let's make this easy. Not $29, not $25. Not $2,000, not even $19.99. That's the price of the pendant, right? Let's go back up close, and I'll zoom back a bit. Hold on, gotta set this down. I'll run around here. You can at least see the profile and how it's kind of built up to that center platform. Then I'll hold it up for you. And we need a collar, and we need a great value. And this is going to be it. Let me hold this up. I just love to make sure you get every single angle from up close to far away. Let me make sure it's all polished up because I've been holding it. I want to make sure it doesn't have any fingerprints as it's ready for its close-up here. This is wild. And it's not even going to be $1,500, $1,499. Let's do it. Blow it out. It's got the big, you know what? Hold on. Not 14. Big diamonds too. See the different sizes? You have the big diamond round brilliance. You have the smaller diamonds. All together. Not 14, 13, 12, 11. I really want to make Diaspore dreams come true. This is that true traditional kiwi green golden. It'll go to pinks and purples as you're in incandescent light. It is not going to be 11. It's not going to be 10. This is your value. We'll make it $999 for the entire necklace. And that's it. And when it's gone, because you don't see many rounds. Not many round Diaspores. And look at this again, all the way that's set up. It's not flat. It's dimensional. It's got that lift off the neckline so you can get a lot of light, not just helping the diamonds, but that's given the Diaspore a chance to shine quite literally as well. And here's your close-up of your clasp and closure. And of course, this is how we do the adjustability by those O-rings. So the O-rings give you the 16, 17, and 18 inches. So you're not choosing a length. You get 3 lengths. You get the classic lengths. You get the ability to give that as a gift, and rest assured they're going to have their favorite length built in. And then we've got Mark's Trillion Tansy. And Jason, what were you picking up? Oh, good. Was it the requester? Margie? Oh, it was? Oh, how many did she get? Wonderful. What color gold did she take? White. Hi, Margie. She got 2 white gold Wonder Rings. Thank you for requesting them so much. I'm so glad we had them for you. They are a great choice, and you'll have so much fun playing with them. I always say the best part is when they arrive home, you're just going to sit in front of your jewelry box and discover all the just really unlimited ways you can wear them. Play with them. Try them on, experiment with different looks and different styles. You might think you're going to wear them one way. It might surprise you. You might end up wearing them entirely different ways. Now, was this a specific request, Andy, from Mark, or was this just a trillion he was looking for? Oh, okay. Tanzanite and platinum. You got it, Mark. 112-6834. This is Tanzanite in platinum, and it's a beautiful trillion cut. And that is going to be, I actually think I'm just going to flip it around this way because it'll sit a little bit evenly on the wheel here. You can really see, ooh, I see the reds already. I see the reds and those hot pinks coming through. It's 6834. It's platinum with a 237. 16 points in diamonds, so we keep the diamonds a little bit more minimal on this one, but also give you a really good look with the kind of some wraparound design, a little bit of a split shank on either side. And then you see how it's still going to create a sense of a halo, but not in the very traditional basic way. And yeah, here we go. It's going to be better than, well, this is quite the value. $39.99 is where it started. We will take that away and make it so, so much better. So much better. How about it? $1,499, and I'll try it on for you. $1,499. Got a lot of savings going on there. $2,500 off, saving you another $1,000 over what you're spending. I love that too. So that's a good way to go. And look at that. There's something about the trillions that's always special, bright and vibrant and really neon. That's all happening here in this platinum setting. Take a look. There it is. That's a fun one, isn't it? First come, first served on that one. Of course, one of a kind. That's how they work. We have about 35 minutes. If there's anything we can bring out, the last 3 pieces we've presented have all been requests. So I would love to do nothing more than have the next 35 minutes be the same. We would love to go ahead and get your request. If there is something specific or not, it doesn't need to be a specific item. It could just be, show me this stone, or show me a necklace, or show me some diamond earrings, or whatever it may be. Obviously, the more specifics, the better, because we have a pretty vast collection, but we can always help you out and bring out what you like to see instead of necessarily just waiting for the perfect piece to arrive. So here we go, $14.99. That's a one only. We'll see it one more time up close, and then we'll be moving along and giving you some more big values, because obviously nothing better than the last half hour or so. We really start going crazy, and it's already been a crazy evening of value. So I hope we can keep that going for you, especially with the pieces you want to see. And don't forget about our 2 amazing Paraibas, the Carat 66, the Carat 13. Neither have found a home. Both will before the night is over. That's a certainty, because there are very few Paraiba values out there like that. So it's a big way to get a really good discount. Plus I have some zircon, and there happens to be one of the most important triple styles in yellow diamonds that we've ever done. It's like what we see all the time, singularly. But tonight, we've gone all the way across your finger here with what would be the coolest ring if it was just right here. That's a pretty important ring sitting on a band. Instead, it's like you have 3 impressive yellow diamond rings with double halos, and it's item number 112 for a 7421. Don't forget about those 2 Paraibas. Our Tanzanite trillion is still available. If anybody else would like to grab that, you may. It is a one only on the trillion cut for $14.99. So that's in platinum. It's one of our few. There aren't a lot of Tanzanite platinum pieces, but that is the one for you tonight. And then we still have a Panther piece from earlier that was rubies and sapphires and diamonds. So if you need to see that again, it started the show. And then I think we even need to bring out the really important Alexandrite. So that's going to be coming up with a GIA cert, no less. So that's happening too. All right, here's our yellow diamond ring. It's 112-7421. We're starting with a 101 in the middle. 101 right there. 101. Just that one. That's what we see all the time. We see, I'm just going to kind of actually visually show you. Wait, this is going to be difficult with the wheel moving, but that's normally what we see. And it's $4,000 all day long. We've added the makings of 2 other rings beside it. Right there. We've added what should be a $4,000 ring with a $3,000 ring with a $3,000 ring. Let's build the information. There's another 1 carat total weight here, 50 and 50. So you've got 3 center stones, a 1 carat of one and a couple of half caraters. Then you get another 23 points in yellow because those are all the halos. So all together, you've got 224 in yellow diamonds. And we didn't stop there. There's another 1 carat in white diamonds. So 324 overall in your incredible diamond weight, both the yellow and the white diamonds. It does not get any better. And now we're talking about just having to reduce it for one caller who wants it. 30 minutes left in the show. We're still going to show you the Alexandrite that is GIA certified with pink and white diamonds. And oh my goodness, stick around for that, because there's another priceless piece that's going to have a heck of a price tag. So here's what we're going to do on this one. Should be, and again, I sell rings like this almost every day. That's a $4,000 piece, best case scenario, 3 and 3. What's 4 plus 6? It's 10. Why isn't that $99.99? Because I need to do better for you tonight with our last half hour left. Obviously got to do better. Obviously been doing special deals all night long for this Thursday night. It's the only way to get pieces out the door. That's our thing. So here's what I'll do. You're saving, and I'm going to do, have you heard of buy one, get one free? We've all seen that. Maybe it's at the sandwich shop. Maybe it's when you're checking out at the convenience store and it's a pack of gum. Do you ever see it with yellow diamonds, gold, white diamonds? I'm going to do better. How about a buy one, get 2 free? That's what it is. Because I'm going to give you a value that is as simple as I can make it. And watch this on the hand, because it literally goes side to side, and this is what a lot of yellow diamond rings won't do, is go one side to the other and fill up the finger like that does. And that is so, so impressive and important. And hey, if you want to take a wonder ring and stack it up next to it, you can. But you don't need to. This is all in one, beautiful material, greatest quality. Look at the consistency of the diamonds. Even the center stones match the sides. And I don't just mean the big stones. I mean the smaller stones and the halos match the center stones all the way through. This is what it is about. And it's not going to be $99. Remember what I told you. And it's got a little fuzzy wuzzy and a prong. So I just saw that. So let me see if I can get that out. And I think I did. So much better. Well, partially. And now it's not going to be $99. We could take it down. Remember what I said about buy one, get one. I want to up the ante and do a buy one, get 2. And it means if you buy the center, you're going to get essentially the 2 side pieces for free. And they're more than pieces. They could be their own separate rings on their own. And we are going to blow it out. It is $3,999, the exact price you would pay for just this centerpiece. Except there's a whole other piece over here and a whole other piece over there, and the whole thing comes together at $39.99. So that's how you give jewelry away right there. It's obvious. We broke it down in the most fundamental, basic way to really see the value, see the savings, and get your hands on something really, really special. There it is, $39.99. Go for it. It is major, major quality and major value together. And again, can't say it enough. 3 carats, 24. 324. That's important. And that's not your ordinary. We see yellow diamonds, and you know, there's only one thing that comes close to the popularity and the headlines that our Tanzanite make, and that's our yellow diamonds. Our natural yellow diamonds, these are natural. They are not treated, no heating, no nothing. Then you see those colors and consistency all the way across the way like you see right there. It is second to none. Bright and vibrant like sunshine droplets, but imagine sunshine in glittery form. That's what it looks like. The most beautifully bright, breathtaking colors, and yet with the double halos for a buy one, get two free. That's what it is. Because again, we went all out. We put what should have been 3 separate rings on their own. We put them all together to make that incredible across the way band type of style. So then we've got the Alexandrite because, well, we all need some rare Alexandrite in our life. But most of the time you're settling for a 25-point stone that's foggy and hazy. That's what they usually are. They tend to be, as a stone in general, they tend to be very cloudy, very hazy. They have an interesting, and we know we don't get big sizes very often, so that's the number one headline here, is that this is a very large size. And it was so good that before we set it in pink and white diamonds in a bridge, we sent it off to the Carlsbad campus of GIA. It's the global headquarters for the Gemological Institute of America, and we said, certify it, certify it. Put it together in a cert where we've got the color change photograph for you. I'm going to show this all to you because this is obviously documentation that's coming to your home with the fabulous ring. But this is the stone itself. So it'll tell you every detail about your stone, so you get to know it even a little bit more than just taking a look at it. Here's what it looks like here. There's the color change. So you see the photograph? That's your exact stone, photographed under fluorescent and incandescent light. Then you have the details. It was a loose stone before we set it. It's a carat 16. It's a 5.5 by 8, and no other comments. Well, it's a green to purple. It is a chrysoberyl, and this is called Alexandrite, which is a beautiful, rare, color-changing phenomena stone. Most of our stones don't have GI certs. This one does. Now we're talking about the 116 stone. It's item number 1127352, and that is the 116, but it's not stopping. Just there. You've got 35 points in the pink diamonds and another 76 points in the white diamonds. Yes, that is a bridge setting. Yes, the pink diamonds go one side to the other, all the way underneath that center, and then you got the big double halo. And I don't know, is it brand new? Has it never been shown? We don't know. 7352, looks like it. There we go. There it is. So this is going to be your piece. For my Alexandrite collectors, keep in mind it's a June birthstone. Just like to throw that out there for our June babies who say, I don't like pearls, because some people say that, or just need another option. Maybe you've got enough pearls, and you want to get your birthstone in the most rare, exotic way. Here it is, and what a fantastic piece, and let's just blow this one out, because it was $22,999. Not going to be anywhere near that. And of course, that's nice to have the photograph, because we can never show you color change in a studio environment, because we only have one type of light. So, you know, it's really nice to have that photograph so you know exactly what to expect when you get it at home and are able to see the color change if you get it under incandescent UV light. This also is going to be, of course, that beautiful Cuello de Fuego we love. We know the origin, so we didn't have to request it. So that's another thing that I think is really something we're proud of, is that so many of these stones were sourced originally by ownership here. So we know exactly when they were mined, where they were mined, what source they come from. And here is your most rare of all the chrysoberyl family, and it's the color changing variety of gem quality in a big size, and it's no longer $20,000. It's a little giveaway for tonight. It's one of those superstar exotics that we don't see a lot of. Here's what it looks like again. Notice the clarity. It's just so really rare to find anything over a carat in this material. This one is well over, and it's not 20 or 15. Cert's free. You don't pay anything extra for that. We put that together. We paid for it. Those are very pricey to do. They always have been. But now they're more pricey than ever before. It's true. It's I went to get a stone, one of my personal collection stones certified a couple of weeks ago. And sometimes they don't tell you until it's actually arrived on the campus, and then they tell you based on what it is. But how nice is that? Yeah, sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes the more valuable stones are a little more expensive to certify than the not so much, right? Makes sense, I guess. But it was a little too much money. It was more than I paid for the stone, let's put it that way. So I said, no thanks, I know enough about it. Thank you. I can't spend tens of thousands of dollars on a cert. So here's what we're gonna do. It's not 15, it's not 10, it's not even $99.99. You just don't see these, and we're gonna give it away right now so that it's easy and affordable, and I bet you better than you think it's gonna go. Because we've all been around jewelry long enough to understand that at $7,500, it's a deal. At $69.99, it's a big value. At $59.99, it's pretty much the price of the mounting with the Alexandrite for free. We're going lower than that. It's just really this simple. You dial in, you're the first caller, you take it, you try it, we send it to you. In this case, you don't need to change the gold. It's got the rose gold and the white gold together for the pink and the white diamonds. We can send it right out, and then you decide if you want to keep it. But a $23,000 piece doesn't usually come down this low. And I'll take it even lower to $49.99, one caller only. And that's it for our big Alexandrite with that 100% color change. It is fantastic. Yes? Did you tell her that I thought of her this afternoon when I saw it? Oh, you're very, very welcome. Does she need to see it again, or she saw it earlier? Perfect. Thank you so much, Marcy. I know we couldn't get you the right perfect piece last night, but when I saw this one today, I thought that has your name written all over it. So thank you, Marcy, and enjoy it. The conch pearl from earlier is gone, and now we're going to show you, speaking of earlier, I had a yellow sapphire. I think we're caught up with requests as well. So if you have any more of those, we have about 21 minutes left in our Thursday night together. So please do let me know if you have any requests for me, and then did want to show this all on its own here. Very important yellow sapphire, but to be honest, before we move on, I really think this Alexandrite needs a home. With the cert, I mean, it'd be one thing if I was charging extra for the cert. The fact the cert is done for you, it's all ready to go. You get the whole thing. You get the pink and the white diamonds with it. I cannot think of a better value. As far as our really like super, super, super rare high-end exotics, Alexandrite is one of them. And this was the stone, of course, it was originally found in Russia. So I know there's a lot, people ask me this all the time, how do you pronounce that? And you pronounce it just like it's written. You pronounce it Alexandrite. So a little confusing sometimes because there was a Tsar Alexander, but it's not Alexander, it's Alexandrite. So again, they shorten that, but of course that's where it derives its name from. But again, original source was Russia. If you can find any Russian material, fantastic, hold on to those. They're very tough to find. Today's best source is Brazil, and it gives you these really beautiful, rich green colors and then go to red. But sometimes the Brazilian stones, as you well know, can be a little bit blue-green. I love that this one's really a true kind of a, yeah, it's more like the Russian material, to be honest. It looks a lot like the Russian material traditionally did. And then it still goes, well, you saw the purple color it goes to. So $49.99, that's an exotic superstar. It should go. We've got the yellow sapphire recap. I just want to show you one from early. Oh, never mind. Let's do the Kashmir real quick. I haven't shown this yet. And it's funny because earlier tonight I had a blue sapphire and a pendant that looked a lot like a Kashmir, but Kashmirs aren't always blue. And this actually is a bona fide Kashmir sapphire. It's from that mine from over 100 years ago. I just have to make sure it is polished and ready to show you, and now it is. It seems like someone went through this entire inventory and put Vaseline on every stone before the show, and I don't know how, but they've been a little, yeah, just it's taken a little extra cleaning. 112-2275, unheated, by the way. Roval, by the way, over a carat at a carat 06, 118 in diamonds. It's really special. And that is a purple color. So you actually do have this rare, rare, rare color that we showed you a purple pink earlier, and it's rare, and we talked about how lovely it is to be unheated in that color. Now to get unheated out of the Kashmir mine, here's what it looks like from a distance. It's got a little bit of that pinky tone, but mostly a rich jewel tone of purple. It's a 106. It's got a carat 18 in diamonds. It's also unheated, with very few of the Kashmir stones were. And like most sapphires are heated. That's the same with the Kashmirs. They also got a lot of heat treatment. It's very traditional that way. We got the carat 18 in the yellow gold. Now you can get it in white or rose. But that's an important mine. One of the most important. There's only, first of all, most stones, we don't know of the name of the mine precisely from which it came, right? There's only a few really well-known mines. even the Tanzanite mine. Well, it's well known, but it doesn't have a name. It's just the Tanzanite mine. This has a named mine that we know, we've heard of as gem collectors. The other one would be Lightning Ridge, right? We know of Lightning Ridge. The other one would be the Argyle mine, where we know the really important colored diamonds came from. There are really only a few mines we know of. This Kashmir, probably the rarest, probably the most important, because it hasn't been mined in over 100 years. And now we're going to take a $13,999 ring and make it better. First caller gets it. It's a true blowout, just like everything else we're doing. Just got to make sure it goes. And if you would like to do that white gold, perfect. It'll really, really be a nice wave to rest those white diamonds. If you want that, you know, gemminess and the richness, purples and pinks look so good in the yellow gold. So that's why we chose that. Of course, you can leave it there too. But this one's going to be better than even $39.99. There you go. Wait, yeah, why not? We got to move some jewelry. We got to be about 17 minutes left, according to my clock. So we've got to move jewelry, and we're going to make it the rarest of the rare. We already tried the Alexandrite. Now we're trying the Kashmir. We just stepped up in rarity. We went from Coego to Fogo, Brazilian Alexandrite certified. Now we're going to the Kashmir Sapphire, and it's unheated, and it's not $39. It's not. You get the value of a lifetime. We have, I think there are 3 Kashmir stones currently in our inventory. 3. And usually they're under a carat. And usually they're heated. This one is a unheated over a carat. And you know what? It's going to be only $2,999 because that's what happens when, again, last push here to move some jewelry. We're making it the priority. That is $29.99. And guess what? We got about 16 minutes. We're back tomorrow night. Same time, same place, 5 to 8 Pacific. That's 8 to 11 Eastern. It's Valentine's Day, too. So we get to put together a very, very, very special holiday show for our Friday night. And while we're on the pinks and the purples and these rich, sophisticated colors, you need to see this one. This is something of a bit of a surprise. Haven't even as much as previewed it yet tonight as we're winding down the Thursday. Look at this. Okay, stop what you're doing and take a really good look at what is the... I know you're probably going to think, did a Kashmir just morph with a diamond? Well, this is actually even more special. It's our pink zircon. This is a sophisticated pinky, rich, purple, pink, cranberry red. It's got a little bit of everything. And then all the rainbow brilliance colors like the oranges, the yellows, the greens, the blues, they're coming through as well because it's double refractive. It's 112, 71, 73. And this reminds me of little of that new mounting we did last night that we debuted with Tanzanite. But this portion that wraps around is done in the rose gold mirror finish, and that is going to set over, and yes it is, literally over. This is still a bit of a bridge element because you have the double row in diamonds and the split shank that runs underneath. It doesn't stop. It doesn't meet up with the halo. It's actually going to be a bit of a bridge. So those diamonds are continuous. You get 67 points in the white diamonds in the double row. Then it's going to be the rose gold that wraps and loops around. So see how it starts on one side and then wraps around the other and then has, I love the martini setting. We tend to use that terminology for a 3-prong setting as opposed to 4. So you get the martini setting to make it sleek. It's kind of like that's a semi-bezel created with the rose gold. It stays as is. If you really, 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 really had some extra time and you wanted it in all one color gold, we can probably do that. But the white gold and the rose gold, I think, is part of what accentuates the style. So I think that designers know best. You're probably going to want to leave it as it is. But let's take it much lower than the, this is not a bad price. I love the $39.99. I think that works. For a stone like that and a mounting and a design like that where there's essentially, it is 3 rings coming together as one. There are 3 bands here together. You've got the 2 that, of course, comes back as 1 because we want to make sure that's comfortable. You see the way it's finished on the inside, so your foundation for the gold beneath the diamonds, and then it is a wraparound and overlapping style that goes in the rose gold. We have got quite the value here, and this is just so much fun on the hand, too, because it still fits and feels like a classic ring, but tell me something. We've even seen pink diamonds on the show. There is very little in this world of gemstones that's going to pop like that stone does. That scintillates beyond, thank you, double refraction. Even diamonds that we love and adore, they're singly refractive. This is a double refraction, which is what's giving you such an amazing spark and payoff. Let's blow it out. I have no problem with $39.99. I can definitely tout that price and that value all day long, but here's what we've got instead. Notice that rose gold is just almost, I love that it acts as almost like its own bridge. It's giving you that wraparound design, comes around, still feels very much wearable and classic and comfortable on. We're gonna do better than 3,000. Only one though, come on in guys. We wanna make sure this moves and we got 13 minutes to do it, and let me know what you'd like to see yet again. We can check on availability and bring it back out, yes. Does she? Oh, good call. She says leave it as it is, right? Exactly. Designers know best. So does she have it with the pink zircon too? I gotcha. Something different. So we just had Tracy Collins. She has this mounting. She has a different stone, but she has it in, I bet you she has, I'm guessing it might be a morganite. That's my best guess. Morganite. She has the rose and the white. She said, whatever you do, don't change it. Agreed. Don't change it. Get it as it is, because it is. It's what takes that design to the next level. It's what shows off the elements that you have that are special. And nobody's loving $39.99. If you were, the phone line would be ringing right now. The phone lines would be going a little crazy right now. If you were digging that price, we would have some lit up lines. Well, I say nothing wrong with $39.99, but if we can go better, we're going to go better. And most importantly, if we need to go better, we're going to go better. That's exactly what we're doing. We have the final now, 11 minutes left in our Thursday night. Tomorrow night's Valentine's Day. Make sure you join me for that, 5 to 8 Pacific time. And of course, that will be 7 to 10 Central time, and you know it's 8 to 11 Eastern time. So take a look at this. This is going to be the $390 in the zircon. By the way, they're also mined out. The pink zircons are done. We have very, very little time left. What do you say? Can we help you with the miracle price tag? $39, $29, $19. It will not be, and we've got a great looking Tanzanite necklace coming out. Mark, oh, more platinum. More platinum and Tanzanite, but in a necklace this time around. Market's coming up next. First, I got to get this one out the door. Instead of $1,900, $1,500. Yikes. $14.99. Uh-oh. Really too low. Now we've hit that below cost mark that we're not supposed to do, but it's been happening all night. So let's just keep it going here. Sometimes I would say we got to be a little more lenient and forgiving around these transitions out of sales. And certainly I'm going to ask for that forgiveness and leniency the way I've been pricing things tonight. Let's make this $1,399. And that's one of the bigger zircons we've ever seen in the pinks with that color. And of course the round cutting. Yes, there have been other cuts in zircon, but the round mixed with the double refraction and the clarity of the stone really make for quite the laser light show here. And that is all happening thanks to great cutting with a beautiful stone. So $13.99, last call on the show. We did find one other platinum. I kind of thought that was the only Tanzanite ring we had, but I do have a pendant with chain for Tanzanite and platinum combination. So we'll show that coming up next for you. And we will start with that one on the hand so you can see, because it's actually a really articulated pendant. So we'll start with that one here on the hand. Here's the Tanzanite pendant that we have, and you'll see it up close as well, but I wanted you to see the size first of all. And we're going to throw in this beaded link style chain. It's going to be 1126880 platinum, 2 carats, 43. It's actually a cushion cut. I know it might look like an oval from a distance away. It's a cushion cut Tanzanite, and then it's got really big diamonds around it. 48 points in the bigger diamonds, and the chain is included. And the chain is also adjustable. So it's 18 inches maximum length, but right there, that's your little sliding bead. So you'll be able to adjust it, make it shorter as you like. And then of course, it's going to be a length of, and 6880 on that one. And then let's take a look at this length here, which is going to be about 1.25 inches or so, 1.125 inches, I would say, on the overall length. And it is set in platinum. That includes the chain. Again, adjustability to the chain as well. Here it is from a distance away on the neckline, so you can really check out the size. And wait till you see, I'm so anxious for you to see the up close so you can really see the very important diamonds that are in this style as well. But let's go there. Let's go to that up close and show you here. And we'll move that zircon aside. It is still here if you'd like it. The zircon is at least. And then let's get you trying to figure out how I can best show you all the elements of this pendant at once, because it obviously is going to be that articulated style. There's the cushion cut. And then there you can see the diamonds that are rounds and marquise cuts in those large sizes. And yet there's our blue wing. There's our diamond weight. And we'll make this same price as the pink zircon. $13.99 for the pendant and chain, the whole package deal, the set. all coming to you, and a great way to gift as well because you don't need to worry about her size. And pendants tend to be a little more forgiving as far as we can kind of wear whatever we want in pendants. I think pendants are a little easier to select for gifting for loved ones and whatnot, and that's going to be a beautiful, bright, rich on that one. So $13.99 if you'd like that platinum style, and again, it is all platinum. Here's your back finishing of the detail. You can see there's plenty of room there, so if you did want to switch out the chain, I could see this, given that it's got such big diamonds with it, I could see this with a Diamonds by the Yard. I think would be a beautiful selection, and certainly you have the room. So let me show it to you again on the hand here so you can see the size and length, and then we'll see who's got it, because $13.99 for a one only Tanzanite pendant in platinum, but I love the bigger diamonds. Almost a half carat in diamonds, but to get bigger stones individually like that, pretty rare to find in a pendant. And yet, if you want to use, whether it's your Omega chains, your bigger box link chains, maybe it is your Diamonds by the Yard you've loved to use with pendants like we've had here, totally up to you. That's for you to decide, but $13.99 only. If you'd like to grab it. And we still have the trillion cut in platinum as well in the ring that we showed you as well. But let's go back to that pink zircon in the round. Here it is. So $13.99 whether you want the Tanzanite or the pink zircon ring. Two gorgeous options in some of our more collectible stones that you can get here. And then we'll do some recaps. Don't forget about the Paraibas that are still here. Don't forget about, we had a couple opals here. My goodness, we had a beautiful, did you see the gorgeous black opals we had in a whole wheel earlier? Let me make sure I show you the one that remains there, which is a bit of a shocker. And then we'll also show you, I think we had the Imperial from earlier as well, so we'll give that another look. And a reminder, we have a big Friday and a big weekend ahead, so lots and lots and lots to show you, and a lot of brand new. But here we go, that's the pink zircon. And then, let's see, Tim, are you thinking about the Tanzanite or the zircon, or neither? Gotcha. Okay, so I'm just gonna I don't want to recap anything that's already sold. Now we're going to show you a little recap. 6 minutes left. This one may be gone. Here we go. This is the Paraiba. That would be the 113. Remember, there were two options in big Paraibas tonight. The 166, not too late, but it soon will be. That's going to be the 166 stone for $99.99 in white gold. Big diamond weight there. Then we're going to show you a little assortment. We have a beautiful triple yellow diamond ring. This one you just saw presented in full a few minutes ago. That is the triple buy one get two free, I call it. That's really that deal because you're getting all those big diamonds for the price of the center. Then you have the Imperial in the round. This was that true 50-50 golden and pink together. And we had one of our opals available. My personal favorite, the one I thought would go first. Let's see, is this the one? Yeah, nope. You know what? This is the one I want to show. I think the one that I would prefer you to get if you really want all the colors is definitely this one. All the colors in Lightning Ridge are here. And this was part of a big, it was simply like a debut event. I had 4 incredible Lightning Ridge stones, all really good size, and they were all brought down to $29.99. So that back left opal is under $3,000 and it's set in platinum. So there's the $29.99 opal. Go ahead, Jason. I would love to try on the zircon again. Here's the zircon. Pink zircon, that was the 3 carat 90. Round with that wraparound design, kind of like the stone has been lassoed in the rose gold. And then you've got the white gold with the diamonds, double row split design, and run all the way underneath that stone, no less. They sure do. They are running through that. It doesn't look like it would be a bridge. Honestly, it would have been a lot simpler, and it would have been probably more cost effective to not put diamonds all the way through like they did. But why not? Designer jewelry is designer jewelry. There are no expenses spared when it comes to great designer jewelry. Am I right? That's what it's all about. Designer jewelry, you go all out. You do every last fine detail. That's the point. And you have that here for $13.99. And that one is also verifying as we speak. So I wouldn't wait too long. And again, Tracy was kind enough to call in. She gave a word to the jewelry wise, said keep it in the rose and the white gold like it is, especially with the zircon in the middle. I think that's a really, really smart idea. So glad we have that designer piece there for you tonight. What a pretty sophisticated high-end pinky, rosy, purpley kind of red tone. There's so much going on in a zircon. You can't ever define it as just one color. We call it pink zircon, but it's so much more than that. And that one is $13.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. We have 3 minutes now remaining. So it's Imperial Topaz in the front left. It's a big lightning ridge black opal in the back left. We've got 2 Paraibas to choose from, center or back right. You can go with the carat 13 or you can go with the carat 66. But either way, under $10,000 for big Paraibas. We don't see that very often. And then the triple yellow diamond. Triple stones, double halos. I call it the triple double. And as a sports fan, especially a basketball fan as I am, I like a triple double. It would be a really good thing if you play basketball, and it's a even better thing if you're talking diamonds. So you've got yellow and white diamonds there, and it's the triple center stones with the double halos. So hence your triple double. But a beautiful array of jewelry, and just a little bit of what we have left from tonight. If you're curious or just have any more questions or need another look at them on the hand, happy to do that and help you out. But to get anything up there for under $10,000, and yet most are significantly less than that, and you know how the end of the shows work. You don't wait around to the following day, because by then they're gone. The pieces are spoken for and gone. So here's your time to get them. Thank you again for joining us. Make sure you're with me tomorrow night. Maybe you're going to be back from a little dinner celebration out, or maybe you're deciding to stay in, because I think a lot of us do that on Valentine's Day. Maybe not always the best night to go out to dinner. Yeah. Yes, I can show it again. Do you want to see it again, or did they miss it entirely? Just one more time. All right, so they did see it, but they just want to see it again. I'll show it right in front of your eyes here, in front of the rest of these rings, because we'll just show you how then it drops in this pendant style. So there's our, again, that's a cushion cut. That was the 243 cushion cut Tanzanite with the big diamonds, kind of a sweep of platinum with bigger marquise and rounds. And then here's what it looks like on the hand. So you can see that size reference once again, and a beautiful look. And we are throwing in the chain, and we have a minute left in the show. So give us a call if you have any questions about anything that's left. If you have any questions on the wheel, we'll be here for a few minutes after we go off the air. So still helping you out. And by the way, that's $13.99 as well. That was 112-6880. So congratulations if you get it, $13.99. It is solid platinum. It stays in the platinum. And then here are our 5 recap rings. And so be sure and join me tomorrow night again, 8 o'clock Pacific, or no, rather 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern, when we kick off the show. It's the same time as all of our evening shows, 5 to 8 Pacific. So we'll see you for a big Valentine's Day celebration. I can't think of many days that would be more fun than that. So we'll celebrate our love of jewelry as usual, our love of values, and love all around. So we look forward to seeing you then for that. That's 5 to 8 tomorrow night. I will see you then, and also in the fabulous weekend mornings, where we have a lot of great things this weekend coming up. So for this big holiday weekend. So thank you again for watching and shopping tonight. I'm Lauren Blair from all of us at TVON. We wish you a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Happy Valentine's early. Tim, did you have a question?